Let's go. First live stream in the new house. First live stream of the new year. Fuck the new year, bro. You know, I need to turn up the lighting on this, you know, it's a bit dark. Might have to start bleaching my skin. Like some of them Africans and some of them yardies. What? I invited someone, don't accept. I don't know how to turn up the lighting on this. We got a man like Idris. I said he already started. Started what? Started what? Oh, talking about the new year. Yeah, fuck the new year, man. How do I turn up the light? Oh, sorry. I was talking about the Africans and that. Yeah, and obviously the Yardies and that. Yo, do you know? So obviously, I was just running jokes saying that, you know, in order for you lot to see me better, I need to bleach my skin because I'm looking dark. So obviously you've got Africans and you've got Yardies. They bleach their skin. And do you know what? Maybe people from Indonesia, they might not bleach their skin, but they still at the same time look up to people of a lighter skin complexion. Even like, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in like either the Hindu community or the Sikh community, it's more desirable for a man to marry a lighter woman. Blood. These Yardis, these Africans, maybe Malaysian people, Indonesian people, maybe Sikh, maybe Hindu people, whatever. They seem to believe that their life is going to be better if they're lighter skin. Hell fucking no. Do you know what? If that was the case, and let's just talk about the black community now. If that was the case, if being lighter was an advantage, why are not all light-skinned people substantially more successful than darker-skinned people? So you know it's bullshit. You can bleach your skin all you want. The mortgage application don't give a fuck about your skin tone, rude boy or rude girl watching this right now. So if you want to bleach your skin, I'm saying don't. You see, people would rather go down the short route and go down the quick route. People would rather bleach their skin because they think that's going to lead them to success, as opposed to just do the fucking work and keep your natural pigmentation. If anything, I would want to be darker because it hides obviously like any like scars and I don't know, blemishes, whatever they call it. I wouldn't want to be any lighter. I want to be darker, if anything. There's plenty of times I thought, you know what? I thought to go on holiday, you know, not to enjoy myself, just to get a rascal tan. Madly enough, yeah, I actually thought, you know, I should go sunbed. I ain't going no fucking sunbed. But yeah, I want to get darker. Why would I want to be lighter? Man's a black man. You got these people out here trying to skip steps to success. Instead of just being doing the work to become the millionaire, nah, fuck it. We'll go down the bleaching, skin bleaching route. And we think that that's going to lead us to success. Man said sunbed is crazy. Yeah, obviously I wasn't going to go through with it, but I thought about it. Like, I don't want to go on holiday just to get, have to go halfway around the world just to get a little tan. I'm still trying to work out how to, maybe if I hold it, no, that don't work. Still trying to work out how to lighten this. Ah, there we go. There we go. Now I look mixed race. Now I look mixed race. Can you go live on YouTube too? I'm live on YouTube right now. Blood. So this guy, Call Me the Artist, said, I never understood that. I always thought it was dumb. So dumb. There was this woman that I used to see now and then. I mean, to be fair, I probably only seen her on 3 occasions in Edinburgh. Yo, she bleached her skin so much, she was looking like a fucking ghost. She probably was a yardie. I've seen other people, like Africans, they bleach their skin so much, you can see like their skin is sore. You know, like if you was to rub your skin on a brick wall or use sandpaper on your face, that's how their face looks. And they think that's attractive. There's man that do it as well. Look at fucking was it Vibes Cartel? That ain't no natural skin color. Them man have been altering their fucking pigmentation, man. Man said, get that passport, bro, back on. Yeah, for real. Yeah. So someone said, is this live going to be on YouTube? Yeah, so it's on YouTube at the moment. Yeah. So man said, bro, I need advice here. Go ahead. Should I go on an expensive holiday while I'm young? No. Become rich, and then it's not even about, you know, what do you call it? Going on holiday when you're old. Just go on holiday. You can go on an expensive holiday once you've made it. Once you've made something of yourself. Why do you need to go on an expensive holiday when you? How old is this person? Let me know how old you are when you're talking about going on an expensive holiday whilst you're young. Advice for young men in the military: get the fuck out. I'm not dying in no fucking war. I'm not fighting for no Ras Clark country. Obviously, I've said this many times before. I'm going to say it again. Imagine you go to war to fight for this country, and let's say England win, but let's say, you know, during that process, you lose your life. Imagine the kids, them, and the next generation, them, they're not going to give a fuck about you. They're not going to know your name. Blood, I'm not risking my life for no country, for its inhabitants to not remember my name and not to give a fuck. Imagine the majority of people that you go to fight for, they won't even be bothered to give you 60 seconds on Remembrance Ras Clark Blood Clot Day. Absolutely not. You can let that guy that works in B&M, he can go and die in a ditch. Listen, they will have to come find my fucking ass. Yeah, I remember when they was talking about doing the drafts and that. Yo, man was researching how to get out of this thing. Under no circumstances will I be fighting in no war. Not for England, not for Jamaica, nowhere. Not fighting in no damn war. So hold on a minute. It's all right for me to cross borders and go and slap someone over for England, but when I was on the ends, I would get locked up for going on a ride out with my people. But fuck off. I rather fight for my ends and my man them, knowing, because I know what the beef is about, rather than some war between two countries that I don't really understand what the war's about, or they've lied to us. America will still tell you, oh, we're not in Afghanistan or whatever countries they've invaded. We're not there for their oil. Fuck that bullshit, man. Fuck that, blood. I'm not fighting. I'm not dying in no damn war. You can let the guy that go work in fucking home bar, because he can go and die in a ditch. I'm worth more than that. They'll have to come find my ass, blood. Literally, they'll have to drag me to the front line. Oh, okay, so this guy, Call Me the Artist, said, I'm from Edmonton to Monmouth Road, N9. Yeah. Love your work, bro. Keep spreading the knowledge, yeah. What age do most move out? I ain't got a fucking clue right now. There was one time when me and my mum were sitting down in the living room, and it's just quite strange. But it was a good thing though. Even just like on my mum's road alone, there's like, there's about, or at least at one point, 14 persons, yeah, that was the same age as me. When I say the same age, plus or minus 2 years. So if I was 14, there would be about a good 12 or 14 persons who is, you know, either 12 to 16 years old. And me and my mum was literally calling out. I was like, ah, boom. People them at number 6, he's still living there. Number 8, she's still living there. Number 15, she's still living there. Number 1, they're still living there, whatever and that. All these people are the same age as me, like 30-ish, still living at home. So my generation, the babies them that's born in the 90s, was a lot of people from my generation still living at home. My mum's generation, my mum was born in the 70s, they moved out when they were 16. Normal. It was normal to move out when you were 16. There's a guy that his parents, they live on my mum's road, like pretty much opposite. And I know this guy's like 10 years older than me, no more than that. So I said to him, like, yo, you're only 10 years older than me. How comes I've never seen you live at your parents' house? Like, we've been on this road for about like 24 years or something. How come I've never seen you live there? He's like, oh, me and my sister, we were out from when we were 16 years old. Normal. Them 80s babies there, they were out from when they were 16 years old. Them 70s babies there, they were out from when they were 16 years old. Nothing. I'm telling you, yeah, the way they was out from when they were 16, I guarantee you, when they were 16, they'll probably look at a 25-year-old still living at home like a 45-year-old, 50-year-old man still living at home. I'll go to these tenants' houses every now and then, like every now and then. It's very rare, but I will meet a man who's 45, 50, still living at his mom's house or his dad's house. Joke, man. Now, obviously, maybe, you're worried about your mom. No, I don't give a fuck. Nah. Text her every fucking day. Buy a property that's not too far away if you're that worried about your mom. You don't need to be living at your mom. Idiot thing. What trades, this is supposed to say, what trades do you think pay the most, excluding gas engineers, your biggest expense within your portfolio? What trades do you pay the most, excluding gas engineers? Oh, shoot, all right. So this person's asking me a question. What trades do you pay the most, excluding gas engineers? I mean, gas engineers are the only tradespeople that I've paid. Apart from, I paid one Polish guy, big him up. He came and fitted the doors. He hung the doors and he installed the locks. And he charged me £50 a door. And I think I had about nine doors to do in this yard. Because I changed all of them, so about 9 doors. But other than that, I do all myself. I do all the work myself, fitted the kitchen myself, everything. Plumbing, everything. Plumbing is nice to do, but it's annoying though. When you got leaks and that, long. Obviously, if you're not that experienced, and obviously, innit? If you're experienced, it's nothing, but if you're not that experienced. My BM put me on child support. She takes all my money I earn. Now I can't save to buy a property at 22. Boy, you're just gonna have to find a way to earn more money, rude boy. Because there's no way your baby mom takes all of your money. Child support is like 30%. So let's say, for example, you're on £3,000 a month, which you're not. Then £1,000, sorry, £900, because 30% of 3,000 is 900. That will go to your child. Now, allegedly, with child support, it's still 30%. But let's say, yeah, you're on £3,000 and 30% of £3,000 is 900. If you have 2 children, that 900 gets split to 450 per child. If you have 3 kids, that 900 gets split 3 ways. It's £300 each. So that's what I heard. I don't know. Well, that's what man's hearing still. But yeah, I heard child support's 30%. Now, the reason why she takes you feel like she takes all your money is because, after you've paid all your bills and all your wants and your needs and that 30%, you could have saved it, but that 30% goes to your children. So that's why you feel like she's taking all your money and that. You just got to earn more. This is the problem that you're in now. There's no point complaining about it. The only solution to your problem is to earn more money. Yeah, boy, being on child support. But at the same time, you know what? Man, for look after their child. So I was about to say, I'd hate to be on child support. What does that mean? That you're not going to look after your child? Man, for look after you. The only problem, the problem I have with child support is you will have these gal claiming, oh yeah, I need 10 grand a month child support. What the fuck for? Why do you need 10 grand in child support every month? So let's say, yeah, it's the baby mom of a footballer, not Lionel Messi or Ronaldinho, but more of a lower level footballer that can afford to give 10 grand a month. A chick will be talking about, yeah, I need 10 grand a month child support. No. Let's say, yeah, the guy was going over and beyond for this woman. The woman, the baby mom, she only needs to live in a 2-bed flat. A room for her, a room for the child. You can rent a 2-bed flat privately for 1,500 easily, because more than likely the people there ain't going to be living in London. Yeah. So 1,500, that's the rent. And then, you know, to live in and obviously the 1,500 is so that you can live in a somewhat decent, safe area and that. Other than that, the fuck do you need to give the girl 10 grand? Because if you're paying 1,500 for the woman's rent, that means that's alleviating 1,500 or whatever rent she would pay elsewhere. So why the hell does a woman need 10 grand? I tell you why she needs 10 grand. Because money's going on her nails, money's going on her hair, money's going on Gucci purses and fucking Balmain sliders and that. Money's going on, going out with their friends. Please believe these chicks be using the child support money on themselves, which is fucking selfish. That's why I'd hate to pay. If I was rich and I was in that situation there, I would hate to pay child support. I would find a way around it. Nah. Okay, you want child support because you need food for the child and nappies and school uniform and that. I will buy everything. Yeah. And then, yeah, because I need to know where this fucking money's going. You're not going to be spending my hard-earned cash on clothing, accessories, and that, and trainers and shoes. Please believe there's gal out here who take the child support money and go and buy £900 Dior trainers. Oh, I got fucking mad, blood. Got mad, bro. So this Nana person, Nana must be from Ghana. I managed to get a 2-bed flat, moved into the living room, rented out the rooms, doing that for that part of his comment. Yes, to save money. Yeah, man, do that, man. Do what you gotta do, man. Wouldn't they put you in prison? I think he was talking about the child support thing. Don't know in what context he's talking about because obviously I'm not too sure. Obviously, yeah, I think they. I don't know. In America, you can go to prison for not paying child support, but in England, I don't really know. I'm not too sure. What do you think of welding? Blood, get a skill or a trade that you can use your brain, man. So this is this a woman? Gabby. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Hi, I love your videos. Quick one. How did you go? Probably trying to say, how did you go about buying your first house, and do you rent them out? Yeah. So I've got this house here, which is my most recent purchase, and I've got 4 other properties. I've got 1 house and I've got 3 flats, and they're all rented out. I've got 1 guy moving into one of the rooms in my house at the end of this month. You know what? Yeah, it's kind of weird having gal come in the live and ask questions. I'm not saying that every now and then you will get chicks in that, but like, yo, most of my followers and that 90%, literally, man's looked at the analytics and that is man there. Okay, and you know what? There was one time I made a video, and girls were coming under it, supporting like and backing what I was saying, and I thought, I must be saying something wrong, you know. When the gal them agree with me, that means I must be saying something wrong because most gal don't agree with me, and that's good. Yeah? I don't want to be saying nothing that chicks agree with, because women, they don't think the same as me. That's why I don't have no female friends. The fuck do I need female friends for? What are we going to talk about? Someone said, hey man, would you be open to hire a growth operator that can help you with marketing? Nope, not interested. Streets will never forget. Come on, picture of Ronaldo. I can't lie, dating ain't worth it. I mean, blood, you got a date, man. How the hell are you gonna find a woman and reproduce, man? Jimmy up, lads, not worth it. Obviously, a man might be in like a bad position right now, yeah? Or feel like he's in a bad position right now because he has to pay child support and that. But one thing that fixes all problems, 99.9% of them, is earning shitloads of money. So find a way to earn shitloads of money. Use that anger and frustration that is caused by your baby mom ripping you off. Use that energy to make some goddamn money. Because sitting and complaining about it, hey, that ain't putting no money in your bank account. So it's just taking time away, it's sucking your energy dry. So use that anger, use that frustration, use that annoyance to make some more money, man. Someone asks, what do you think about social anxiety? Blood, you need a slap if that's you. Or if anyone's got social anxiety, the way to combat social anxiety is start socializing. Don't sit and think about it. Don't watch no videos on YouTube how to get over social anxiety. Just look in the mirror and tell yourself you are making this up. This is all in your head. And go out and start socializing. Don't get it twisted. When I go into a new environment, let's say, right, so one time I was at my friend's house and his missus was there and his missus' sister was there. Now they left, me and my friend are playing cards in the living room. And the sister came back. When people come around that I don't know, I usually just be a little bit quiet and just listen. Yeah. You know what I mean? I don't do too much talking certain times. Yeah. Certain times. Obviously, when I go on these jobs and that with the tenants and that, yeah, I'm very chatty and that. But just certain times when new people come into the room, I let them do the talking. I let them reveal their cards. Yeah. I bet you don't think Jay just say, oh, I've got 5 properties, I've got 5 properties, got 5 properties. No. No. But yeah. So obviously there's times where it's good to be quiet and that, but that ain't got nothing to do no fucking social anxiety. You need to go out and socialize. When man talk about, oh, I've got approach anxiety when it comes to talking to girls. How do I get over it? Start talking to girls. There's no way you're gonna have approach anxiety if you talk to 10 girls every single day. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. You want to get over some fear, you got to start practicing. Right, boom, boom, boom. Right, so Gabby said, I'm stuck between buying on my personal name and a limited company for my first property. I mean, obviously, there's tax benefits that come with buying a property in a limited company. But I tell you why you're in a conundrum whether or not you should buy your property in a limited company or your name. It's all ego. You see, there's certain people, and me included, yeah, obviously I'm a human being, just in case you didn't realize, yeah. We want to just have that badge of honor, like, oh yeah, I own this property is in my name. But it doesn't really fucking matter. If you control a property, it's yours. Doesn't matter if it's in your limited company or in your personal name. It doesn't matter. The reason why you're a bit and ahhing, a bit unsure about buying it in a personal name, in your personal name or a limited company, is all ego. Oh, well, it's not going to be in my name. It doesn't fucking matter. Just buy the property in a limited company. Because the reason why you should buy it in a limited company is because you should hope to have a portfolio of like 10 properties. You know, like after property number 4, your class is like a portfolio landlord, or maybe property number 5, I can't remember. So if you plan to have 10 properties as a portfolio, which you should, well, at some point, they're going to have to be in a limited company. So you might as well start now. You know, there's people out here who they make sure they fall below the 50 grand a year threshold so they don't have to pay that extra bit in tax. So, you know, like once you go over a certain amount, so let's say, yeah, between 0 and 12 grand is tax free. Between 12 grand and like 50 grand is 20%. After 50 grand, for example, it's like 45% or 40%. There's certain people that make sure they stay below that. Those people will never be millionaires. I promise you. I even know a woman at my uni. This woman said, she doesn't have to pay back her uni loan because she makes sure that she earns below like 24 grand a year. And I'm thinking, this woman is 60 years old. Is this master plan that you've come up with? I don't need to pay back that uni loan because I'm earning 24 grand a year. Well, how the fuck are you ever going to get to 100 grand a year and live the sort of lifestyle that you should be entitled to because of your education? Just don't make no sense. I was even talking to my accountant one time and he was saying something and I was like, you know what? It's cool. I don't mind paying the 50% in tax or whatever. You know, like I said, once you get to a certain threshold, it's like 45, 50 grand. Because I expect to be a millionaire one day. So at some point, I'm going to be getting hit with those high tax bills. Now, obviously, you want to claw back and save as much money on tax as possible for as long as possible and that. But at the end of the day, at some point, you know, if you truly feel like you're going to be successful, if you have goals and aspirations of being a millionaire, you're going to be getting hit with them big tax bills. There's a lot of content creators that don't tell people their full name. You're setting yourself up to never be famous. Every famous person, you can find out their full name. So the fact that you're trying to hide your full name, I didn't say give them your fucking address. The fact that you're trying to hide your full name, and I'm not saying you must parade around and tell people your full name. But when you don't let no one know your full name, you're planning to never be on Wikipedia. There will be Wikipedia posts about me. Mark my words, I said it now. Yeah, it might take 5 years, might take 10 years. You will see me in Wikipedia, I promise you. Big up man like Quincy, one of the original subscribers then. The Edmonton man still. Got a couple Edmonton man in this live. Got Quincy on YouTube and then got one guy, he said he moved out of Edmonton, but he's from Edmonton still. So Finn said Jay West, the realist, yeah, go outside. How you solve it? Yeah. How old are you? I'm 32. I'm 32. Is warehouse nights worth it? Nope. Why don't you invest in UAE? Like, I'm not going over to Dubai. I'm not going over to Dubai. You see what they fuck that. I'm not going over to Dubai. Forget that. I've been there before. Me and one of my friends, I don't chat to him no more. We got off the plane and they call their trains the metro. So we've jumped on the metro now. Obviously, the carriage is pulled up. So we just jumped on the metro. Boom. So we're standing and we just looked around. It looked quite empty. There's a couple of women sitting around and that. And a couple of the women were just looking at us. Yeah. So anyway, we didn't pay much attention and that. So anyway, my friend was like, oh, can we just go to that carriage there? As we walked from one carriage to another, it went from pink, the floor went from pink to blue. So we look back to see why it went from pink to blue, because when we stepped on the carriage, we didn't realize the floor was pink. You know, man, don't walk with our heads down, or man stand firm there, head up, chin up, yeah? So anyway, we noticed like, why is the floor pink on this side? And then there's a line, and then the floor's blue on this side. The blue side was mixed gender. The other side was women only. I said, yo. Well, we looked up, because like I said, man, keep our chin up, man, don't walk down with our head down and that. We looked up, there was a sign, no eating, no chewing gum, no drinking water. This is the sort of stuff you have to deal with, you know. I just thought to myself, yo, so this was back in 2016, September. I was just thinking, yo, this place here, you could wind yourself up getting in some serious trouble. This is before I heard about any people getting nicked or anything like that. This is before I heard about youths getting bagged for, not CS gas, them stupid little balloons thing. I don't respect it, but what I'm saying is, man are looking at 5 years, 10 years in jail for balloons. Man are looking at 5 years for weed. They want to lock the young boy up for a year in prison. Like, this is before all of that stuff. Nah, man, I need to be in an environment where I've got some room for error. Send me to Norway or Denmark. You seen them prisons there? Yo, they're coming like fucking, listen, certain man, there's prisons there are better than some of you lot's houses or flats at least. Big up man like Dorsa David, come on. They're the original subscribers. So yeah, I am not going to UAE. I'm not going Dubai. I'm not going Abu Dhabi. None of those countries. Not interested. So Gabby said, it's not ego personally. It's more the case lenders are unlikely to lend me on a buy-to-let mortgage, especially if it's my first time buying also higher deposits. Thanks for the advice, though. So why don't you just do this? Buy a residential property. Obviously, I'm on YouTube and the internet, yeah. But buy a residential property, and then let's say on the weekends, rent it out as Airbnb. And you will soon find that you may rent it out on Airbnb more frequently than just on the weekends. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. And obviously, if you get a residential property, you just put down 10%. That's it. Jay Wise, I'm level 3. I'm a level 3 plumber through college with some site experience. Where should I go next? What you can do is start ringing around local plumbers and asking them for some work experience. Send me an email at jwisetv@outlook.co.uk. You know, I need to double check that every fucking time. I'm second guessing what the email address is. One sec. Every time. But basically, the email that I give you, send me an email and I will send you a list of agencies. Phone up the agencies and get registered with them and they will give you work. Shit. jwisetv@outlook.com. Not .co. Every time. Yo, Jwise, I'm gonna book a session when I get paid. Yeah, man, do that, man. I just got laid off from electrical job as a green. 2 months of experience. When you say green, do you mean green card? Have you ever rolled with Jade from OTFB? Is that the dark skin girl that used to have the white R1? I just remember one time, yeah, I went on a ride out and there was a dark skinned girl. She had a white R6 or R1, I can't remember. What was you doing at age 22? What was your mindset? I was just working. Like if you lot met me when I was 22, 23, you could see how I would have evolved into this person. Like I didn't do a 180 or completely change who I am. You could just tell, like, oh yeah, I can imagine. Like when I was younger, like 21 years old and that, the older people around me used to say, yo, you got an old head on young shoulders, meaning like your brain is advanced. So if you lot had met me when I was like, 21 and that 22, yeah, you lot could see, oh yeah, I could see how this guy would evolve into Jay Wise. Blood, you ask these same questions every single time. So King A said, how does one become more dominant, assertive, manly, especially towards women, dating, etc.? Put your foot down, set boundaries. And if the girl isn't willing to conform, get rid of her. That's all the dominance you need, my friend. You can see, this is the thing. Certain men think being dominant towards a woman is shouting, raising their voice, bumping their chest, banging walls, or putting hands on the girl. The most assertive, dominant thing you can do towards a woman is tell her, this is how it's gonna fucking go, and if you don't like it, get the fuck out of my house. It's as simple as. Do it all the time, and it works all the time. Sometimes the girl will leave, but she'll always come back. They always come back. Well, not for everyone, but that's the most dominant thing you can do. So don't think you need to be dominant in order. You need to be 6'6" and weigh 20 stone and have a deep voice. No, put your foot down and mean it. You got to take that risk. Maybe you never speak to the girl ever again, or maybe that turns her on and she actually does decide to fucking submit to you. Got to take that risk, my friend. Right. Oh, I found out something new. So John Doe said Outlook is .com. Okay. So now all I need to do is remember that. Yeah. Outlook is .com. I'll never make that mistake again then. How's your name? How's your name? How's your dad's name Jade? No disrespect. Nah, I don't know. I think he made OTF. I don't know. Obviously, one guy, his face I know is that Black Rob guy. You know what? Yeah, that's how you know Black Rob. It was the leader of the pack. So there was one day, yeah, we linked up at Lincoln's. Press one in the chat if you know where Lincoln's is, where the red and blue flats is in N18. We linked up there. Obviously, I was like the third person to reach because obviously I got the message like, yo, they're linking up at Lincoln's and that everyone link up at Lincoln's at midday, 12 o'clock. Yeah. Obviously, I'm from Edmonton, so I'm gonna be one of the first ones there. So boom, as I've got there now, that Black Rob guy was chilling. It was Sunday, so Lincoln's was closed. So he's sitting outside. He's with one other person. I've turned up. I'm the third person. As I pulled up, I've got off the bike and I went up to him to spot him. He's like, yo, I've been seeing you tear around Edmonton like a maniac for years, but he never put a face to the bike. He's always seen me on that red bike, but he never knew what I looked like. So anyway, boom. So a lot of them OTF riders, they're from like Northwest London. So bare them, man, they came down. And yeah, obviously, I'm not a part of OTF, but I know people that know them, and that's so obviously I'll get invited to the ride outs and that. So boom. So I've been out on a few with them. So anyway, boom. So other man are coming, whatever, really, boom. So now we've gone to South End. That was a good little ride out. 40 of us, probably, let's say between, yeah, I'd say minimum 30, yeah, about 30 to 40 of us. Boom, we've gone down to South End now. So we're chilling at South End now. And the thing is, I don't like just hanging around. Listen, when I ride bike, I ride bike. I'm not on this go over there and sit down for 4 hours whilst them lot are drinking alcohol and bunning weed. And I ain't on that. Bro. I want to just ride to one place, maybe sit down for 10 minutes and then go to our next location. So boom, sat down there, couple hours, whatever, innit? So now we're getting ready to go back to the ends and that. So anyway, we've all started to get in position. We started getting on our bikes and like getting ready and that. And obviously Southend is a long strip. So boom. So we've all lined up now. We're waiting. We're literally waiting for one person. Yeah. And I say, like, there was more of us. I think there was like 50 of us because some other people joined as well. There was literally like 50 man waiting for one person. Who was it? That Black Rob guy. As soon as he came up from behind, obviously, no homo. And it was like, yo, let's go in it. My man was wearing a pink t-shirt on a pink motorbike. And he was leading the pack. When I saw that, I thought, yeah, Rob's a boss too. He had all of us waiting for him. But yeah, big him up, man. He's proper popular in the bike space in the UK. Do you think a relationship is a distraction? Yeah, definitely. Someone said, what's your ethnicity? Well, my grandparents are Jamaican. A lot of people think I'm Nigerian, Jamaican. Man said, big up Lincoln. So when I was in Edmonton during Christmas, I must have went to Lincoln to get some patties. And there was about 15 members of staff in that shop there. This was like 2 days before Christmas. Now, not all of them were working. There was a couple of women in there just chilling, like they weren't even in their work clothes. Maybe they just came in for 4 hours to help out, and then for an hour or so they were just standing around talking, or maybe they just turned up to the shop. But literally, when I'm standing up there waiting for my patties, I literally counted 15 members of staff, and Lincoln's just sitting there in a chair. Every time I go in there, that guy's just there, just in the chair, just sleeping. My man's up from 3, 4 in the morning, grinding. So, yeah, big up Lincoln. That shop there's been there for years. When my mum first moved to Edmonton, so my mum's an Enfield girl. My mum's from Bushel Park, and my dad's a Hackney man. They actually met at a party on Bouncers Road. Mad. But yeah, so my mum first moved to Edmonton from Bushel Park. She lived in some like a house share on that estate where Lincoln's patty shop was. And I think she said that even when she moved, we're talking like 30. Hold on. Yeah, we're talking like over 40 years ago, something like that. Yeah, like 38 years ago or something like that. I'm sure my mom said that the shop was there back then as well. But yeah, that shop there's been there for time, man. How to improve banter and make a female laugh. But you don't worry about making females laugh. Like I make y'all laugh, but I don't go out of my way to make or tell jokes. You lot always laughing in my videos in the comment section, and now some of you don't might be laughing at me, but like you just listen. It's either you're funny or you're not. Don't try and be funny. Just be yourself, man. You don't need to be some comedian. I know, man, that's got hella game. But I don't think girls think he's funny, but he's got hella game. So don't worry about, bantering and that. But then you just start being a clown. if that's your personality where you make people laugh or you're entertaining to listen to and to watch and that, then it is what it is. You just don't even need to try. But don't try and make females laugh. That bullshit. The queues at Lincoln's are mad. I mean, to be fair, I've been in there a few times over the last couple of months and that. And the queues ain't been that bad, but just depends. But you know what? To be fair, I've been going in there at like 12, 1 o'clock. That's late. Yeah, if you want to go Lincoln's and that, you best be going in there at like 9, 10 o'clock. Don't be going in there at 12, 1 o'clock. That's late. You know Daniel Fraser? No, I don't know him. No. That name rings a bell, but do you know what? No, I don't know no Daniel Fraser. The name Fraser, there's a guy from MPK called Fraser. But I don't even know what he looks like. I just remember hearing his tracks. Hearing Adji man talk about him and that, and some of them other MPK man. Just turning on my heating. I got one of them little fan blow heaters. Man said, ask something worth answering. How often to tell a girl you love them in a relationship? Never tell them that. Never. Maybe on their birthday or something like that. Have you got any advice for a 17-year-old who is doing a multi-skilled level but wants to be an electrician after the course, then get into being an architect? Blood, you need to stick to one thing. You're talking about doing a multi-skilled level, then you want to become an electrician, and then you want to get into architecture. Fam, you sound like you're gonna evolve into one of these people who are gonna be these flip-floppers. You sound like you're in the primeval stage of being a flip-flopper. Man want to do sports science, then man want to do fucking accounting, then I'm gonna do carpentry. I fuck cutting piece of wood and that. You're in the primeval stage of being a flip-flopper. Just stick to one thing. If you want to do the multi-trade, then just do the multi-trade. Jay-Wise, I'm hearing my job will be replaced by AI. I'm stressing. What's your job? I've got 20K at 20. What should I do? Yeah, buy a little property, man. What area are you from? This constantly changing. Should be constantly growing. That should be your name. How many savings do you personally have? I mean, I've got a couple grand there, mate. Don't ask me to borrow no money. I'm doing an accounting apprenticeship as 19. Is that a good career to switch from? Yeah, man. An accountants earn decent money. Yeah, man. Accountants earn decent money, man. Yeah, so you live in Birmingham. So yeah, man, you can put down 10%. You can put down 20 grand, which is 10% of 200 on a property. But at the same time, you need to be able to afford the mortgage. So if a property is 200 grand and you put down 10%, which is 20 grand, you're borrowing 180. You will need to be earning, let me do 180 divided by 4.5. See what that comes up. So 180 divided by 4.5. So you'll need to be on 40 grand. Now, maybe you can find a lender that will let you borrow 5 times your salary, meaning that you don't need to earn as much. Potentially 36 grand. So you basically need to be earning a minimum of 36 grand or at least 40. Did I say 40 grand? I thought I said 40 grand. 40 grand or 42 grand, something like that. So, where's right? Who is the person that even asked this? Oh yeah, the Birmingham person. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Are the benefits of moving out worth the money or stay at home with parents at 25? Stay at your parents' house at 25, man. Because the thing is, yeah, if you move out, now you've got water bill, now you've got gas, electric, council tax. You didn't have those bills beforehand. So what you should do, yeah, is just save up your money and then just buy a property to rent out. Or at least maybe buy a residential property and then on the weekends, just rent it out as an Airbnb. So then you're going to make some money off of it as well. Thoughts on mortgage brokers? I'm currently studying to become one. Yeah, man. Mortgage brokers earn decent money. So Lucy Lou 93 said, I live in central London, I'm renting, it's a nightmare. I need to get a house. How much deposit do I need? Right. If you're renting in central London, yeah, before we go any further, how much rent are you paying? Central, look, even this person below was like, you live in central London? No way. First of all, Lucy Lou, put down your postcode, not the full postcode. I don't need to know that you live in EC19XP. No, don't worry about that. What's the postcode first? And then we'll take it from there. Yeah. Baby steps. Yeah. We need to unpack this thing. This is the problem. All these bills I have paying, I have to pay, struggling to save up for. Oh, it's housing association. Ah, okay. What's your borough? Is your borough Islington then? Because I know they got some flats around there. Yeah, you live in Islington. Yeah. So your postcode must be EC1 or EC2. Because I met one youth one time when I was in jail. I said to him, "Where are you from?" He said, "I'm from Central London." I said, "What?" I was like, "What's your postcode?" He said, like EC1. I'm like, "What?" He said he's from like near Farringdon or Clerkenwell or something like that. I didn't even know people live around there. But to be fair, I've taken my motorbike down there bare times because obviously they got a tinsel town there. So certain times to be fair, I never go that way, but when I leave Tinseltown, I'll go towards Angel Islington. And when you go towards Angel Islington, you're still in that EC1 area and they've got blocks around there. But yeah, so if you want to move out of London, yeah, first of all, you have to look at the area. Oh, who is this Shaquille King? I should block this guy, bro. No disrespect. I don't want these man coming on my thing and just sitting there speak. Anyway, I'm not just saying no. Anyway, boom. Yeah, so you need to look at, you know, what area you potentially want to move to. Let's say Northampton. You need to look at the house prices in Northampton. So you can get a house in Northampton, like a 3-bed, for between 200 to 240. Just depends on the condition. So you need to put down 10% of the total value of the property. So that might be, you need to put down a 20 grand deposit or 24 grand. That's for a 3-bed house. If you just want to settle for a 1-bed flat, 135, 140. So if it's 140, you need to put down 10% deposit, which is 14,000. And that just shows how house prices have gone up. When I bought my house, my first house, back in 2017, which is basically like almost 8 years ago, because it was in February I completed. That house there was worth 136. Now, flats are worth 136, 140. My house now, that was worth 136 8 years ago, call it, is now worth 210. So house prices are going up. And do you know what? Yeah, maybe people should be investing in Northampton as well. I went to a tenant's house the other day. Is it yesterday? One guy from Zimbabwe. He was cool. Certain tenants, I just get along with them more than other people and that. And he was saying, yeah, he's going to be looking to buy his house because they're building like a freight train, you know, like with them cargo box things on it. They're building that in Northampton, like a depot. So you can't, this is not a train that you can get on to go to Edmonton, yeah? But this is a freight train. So it takes like the cargo boxes to like the ship or something, I don't know. But they're building that. He was like, oh, haven't you noticed, yeah? You said you go back to London all the time. When you come back on the M1, haven't you noticed that big plot of land that's on the left? I'm like, I ain't even noticed it. He's like, yeah, right near where they're building the new Amazon. I'm like, yeah, no, Amazon's not near the junction though. He's like, nah, they're building another one. They've got Amazon kind of closer to Milton Keynes junction, but they're building another one allegedly. He said, yeah, but they're building like a railway station for, who the fuck's phoning me? Hello? What happened to the live stream? Did it go blank? Some idiot was phoning me. Now I need to turn up the... How do I make myself light skin again? How did I do that? See, I'm so bad with technology, man. Not even... That's it. There we go. What the fuck is going on with this phone? Hold on. I'm like an old man with this, man. Sorry, people. Hold on. It's not allowing me to... I'm trying to be mixed race. I don't know why it's not. Anyway, should be all right how it is. For some reason the lighting ain't that good in this place here. But... Put my phone on. Anyway. Yes, anyway, they're building a freight train depot or something like that. So apparently the guy was saying that the house prices of Northampton are going to shoot up. So obviously I didn't say nothing to him. I just told him, yeah, I've just got the house that I live in and that's it. I'm thinking like, yo, man's got 5 properties. Like, yo, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Someone asked, where's Nadia? I don't know. She's not in this live stream. How do you find the right house to rent out? I mean, there's certain houses that I wouldn't buy. There's certain properties I wouldn't buy. So take notes, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about the camera shaking. This mobile stand that I've got is very flimsy and it's not the usual one. I don't even know where the usual one is. So anyway, what I do is when I look for properties that I want to potentially, well, that I'm going to buy to rent out, I never buy a property. Let's say it's a flat or a house, yeah? I will never buy a flat that has a security door. So you know, like you need to use a fob. I don't buy those sorts of flats. I only buy flats where you can walk up to the front door of the flat off the street. So you don't need no security, fob, no key, no fucking concierge, none of that bullshit. I mean, for a good reason as well. The service charge is going to be a lot lower. Yeah? So that's for a flat. But with a house or a flat, regardless, house or flat, I never buy houses or flats where in order to get to one room, you have to pass through another. So for example, if you've got like a house or a flat where you have to walk through the living room to get to the kitchen, nah, that's a no. Because then you can't convert that living room into a bedroom. Because then that means someone has to walk through someone's bedroom to get to the living room, to get to the kitchen. So yeah, those are kind of like the main things. Now you might think, oh, that's a minor. No, there's a lot of properties here where you have to walk through the living room to get to the kitchen. Numbers wise, I don't fucking know. But when I look at properties, the first thing I do, I go straight to the floor plans. There's no point me scrolling and start fantasizing about this new property. Fuck that, bro. Look at the floor plan. If the floor plan ain't to what I like, the spec that I like, forget it. I don't even bother. Don't even bother. Man said you're using filters. Come on, respect me, man. Now, I was turning up the lighting because my face was looking dark. Respect me, man. Man said, what other things? Off the top of my head, I can't really remember because obviously there's certain things that just, when I see it, it's like, you know, when you see it, you're like, nah. Obviously, don't buy a property with tenants in situ. Don't do that. So how do you get 5 properties of 31K? Well, obviously, I didn't buy all the properties at once. This is over years. It took me, 8 years to get to 5 properties. Now, obviously, in the last 3 years, I've bought like 3 or 4 because now I understand the thing, and you know what I mean. And obviously, I built up equity in one of my properties, so I was able to use that money to buy another property and that. Yeah, so Emmanuel B said, yeah, the rail freight terminal, yeah. It's by the A45 M1 junction. Oh, so Emmanuel, what, are you from Northampton? Yeah, you must know. I turned 22 with 70K savings. What shall I do? Buy a property or continue with my SNS ISA? What's the SNS ISA? Well, I've just gone and buy a couple of properties, man. How much your net worth with all the properties total? I think it's like 800 grand or something. Well, it must be because I've got 3 flats that are both, all 3 of the flats are worth 135, let's say. Let's make it easy on numbers, yeah? Let's say all 3 flats are worth 130. 130 times 3, that's 390, yeah? Call it 400. Then I've got this house, minimum worth 200. We're at 600 now. And then my other house is worth 200, so 800. Now it's going to be more than 800 because this house here, the work that I've done to it will be worth like 240 minimum. So yeah, I wouldn't push it to 900, but I would definitely push it to 850. I'd say minimum 800. So between 800 to 850. But that's not my net worth though. Your net worth is when you sell all of your assets. That's your net worth. So you sell all your assets minus your debts. That's your net worth. So if your assets are worth 800 grand, but your debts are 600, well, your net worth is 200. So this person said, why are you lying? About 70K. To be fair, I actually know who this person is that said, why are you lying? It's probably just annoyed because I've been ignoring her, that's why. It's probably the dumbass that just phoned me as well, more than likely. We got a man like True Talk Only 4. Look, she's laughing because she knows it was her that was phoning me. So childish. And then you wonder why a guy ignores you. Oh man. JY's what you always act. Come on, man. Oh, today. So I must have went to this girl's yard, yeah? And she lives like a masonette. So her flat is above someone else's flat. So it was one house that they converted into 2 separate flats. So she's come down the stairs, opened up the door, and I've just seen stairs. So she's gone back up the stairs, obviously, after she's let me in. So as she came down the stairs, her dog followed her, but it's dark in the hallway. So I just see some small, tiny dog. So, and these dogs, certainly these dogs, they sound like fucking pigs. So I said to her, oh, is it a pug? Now it turns out it was actually a French bulldog. She was like, a pug? I'm like, yeah. She was like, yeah, it's not a pug, it's a French bulldog. I'm like, oh. I'm like, okay. I didn't even see it properly because it was dark, innit? But blood, this girl kept on going on and on and on about it. She mentioned it like 4 times, you know. Oh, I can't believe you thought it was a pug. I'm like, yo, get over it. I said to her, like, yo, man, it's nothing. Get over it, man. Do you know what it is? For her, that because basically this French bulldog is an expensive French bulldog. I can just tell by the colors and the patterns and that. It had spots on it like it was a Ras Club cheetah to a blood club. It was an expensive one. So for her, like she sees that dog as like a social status, you know, like an asset. So for someone to confuse that dog, like that's a disrespect to her and that. Because this girl kept on going on and on about it. I'm like, yo, what the fuck's wrong with this girl, man? Focus on getting your ass out of this council house. This girl was moaning about, the council flat is too small because she's got 2 kids or something like that. She's in a 1-bed flat. This is why you're in a 1-bed flat, because you value a fucking dog over moving out. Dumbass. Fucking dumbass. There's a reason why these people are in the situation that they're in. Fucking crazy, man. Like I said in a previous video, every fuck up that you can think of, every bad decision imaginable, you can find the outcome in a council house, in a housing association property, any sort of social housing. A man that has a drug addiction, council flat. A man that just come out of prison for poking up the place, council flat, council house. Single mum, 5 baby dads, but 3 kids, council house. Every fuck up didn't go to uni, didn't get a skill, didn't get a trade, thought, oh, life is going to work itself out. Council house. Every monumental fuck up, you can find the result, you can find the product of it in a council house. Think about that. Every bad and poor life decision, you can find the outcome in a council house. I said 5 baby dads with 3 kids is crazy, yeah. Every bad decision, it doesn't matter. Whatever, come up, someone come up with a crazy bad life decision. Make it up. I guarantee you there's someone that's done that that's ended up in the council house. Every fucking time. There's no bad life decision that you can't find in a council house if you don't visit enough tenants or go in enough council properties. Going bankrupt, declaring bankruptcy, council house. You ain't gonna declare bankruptcy and end up in a Ritz hotel. You ain't gonna be sharing a bed with the Queen of England. No, you're gonna be in a fucking dirty council house if you go bankrupt. You take out a car on finance that you can't afford. At some point, you can end up in a council house. You could end up losing your own house because you couldn't keep up with the payments of a car that you financed. Imagine, yeah, you finance a Mercedes. Some people are, oh, yeah, they'll just take the Mercedes and that. Yeah, what about all the interest in that? At some point, the bailiffs are going to come after you. And if you ain't got no money to pay up, bro, they'll take the house off you. They'll take the house off you. So yeah, you can lose your car, you can lose your house by not keeping up with your car payments. It's possible. Someone said, do you want one? You jealous? Jealous or what? Jealous or what? Talking about the car. I'm saying this to Miss T. Jealous or what? Oh, the council house. No. What? Why would I be jealous of a council house when I've got my own fucking house? It doesn't make no sense. Now you've got the people at the bottom of the social economic scale moaning about people from a foreign land coming over here, stealing the council houses. Do you think Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk is worried about people from another land coming over to England or America, stealing the council houses? Those are poor people problems. My friends watching this right now. Name one rich person that was complaining about the cutbacks in universal credit. I don't give a fuck. They can completely scrap universal credit. What's it got to do with me? A lot of wealthy people have what? You're just making things up now, man. You're just making things up. Yeah, you know, that's a statement, you know. Rich people are not racist. Yeah. Blood, if you're a millionaire, yeah, you ain't got time to be racist. If you're a millionaire, you don't give a fuck about people coming over. Now, maybe if you feel like your country is losing its identity, then maybe, because that goes beyond money. But if you're a millionaire, you don't give a fuck if people from another land are coming over and then stealing all the bottom tier jobs. You don't give a fuck, blood. So if you've got problems with certain people, you need to ask yourself, why do I have a problem with people coming over here and getting a free council house? You lot have seen them reaction videos I've done, how to get a council house. Every one of those videos, there's always somebody that makes some statement to do with foreigners coming over and getting a free council house. Every fucking time. And in those videos, I called it as well. Because I don't watch these videos before. You're getting a raw, authentic reaction. Now, some of them I might have watched for 2 minutes just to get a little vibe of it, like, oh, is this worth reacting to? But I don't watch the videos. Every time I can see it, I can feel it coming. No, but yeah, I can sense it coming. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. Any minute now, they're gonna make a reference, some little snidey little dig towards foreigners coming over and getting the council. Don't give a fuck. Foreigners can come over here and take all the council houses. What the fuck's it got to do with me? You think a rich person gives a fuck that people can get free food from the food bank? don't give a fuck. Exactly. Council house ain't free though. People pay rent. Now, but like obviously, some people feel like, you know, people that come from abroad, they can come over and just get a council house. You know, and basically skip the line. That's how certain people think. They think that they're skipping the line. They jump in the queue. And it's not like that. Listen, I used to, obviously, like I said, I used to do reaction videos to how to get a council house. And even the white people then who work for the council say it's got nothing to do with race or what country you come from. It's whoever is like classed as high priority. So if you've got 5 kids, you're going to be a higher priority than just a guy that's single. This is how it works. Blame your government then. Would you buy in Edmonton? 1, 2-bed flats are decently priced compared to the rest of London. You know, I did look at buying a 1-bed. I was just looking on Zoopla. I did see like a 1-bed flat for like 260, but nah, man, I wouldn't. I don't think so. Would you buy in Nottingham? No, I wouldn't buy in Nottingham because that's near you. So I want to stay the fuck far away from you as possible. Yo, Jay, I'm 15 and live in the hood. These messages have disappeared. I'm 15, I live in the hood. How do I surround myself with good people so I can make it out? Just stop talking to the bad people. You don't even need to surround yourself with good people. The first step is to stop talking to the bad people. You can't surround yourself with good people and be talking to bad people at the same time. So the first step is to cut out the bad people. And eventually, you will meet good people. But you're 15, man. You're in school. So there are good people you can hang around with and that. And you know what? Maybe they might ostracize you. Maybe they might laugh at you like, oh, my man don't want to hang around with us. He wants to hang around with them nerds, let's say. Fuck them. I'm telling you. You see them youths there, the bad boys and that? They're going to end up broke. Yeah? They're going to end up on just some shit dead wage and that. That man know what they doing now. They're not doing nothing. The man, them, like, I would have been one of them. I had to break away. Man, I had to escape like Kunta Kinte. Run for the hills, boy. Like, literally, I was thinking about this today, yeah? The man them that I know who were really on chasing gal and popping bottles in the club, where are they now? Where are they now? One of them who all he does is chase gal, council house. A next man that was always chasing gal and popping bottles and that, he owns his own he's in joint ownership of a flat with a gal. The problem is his girl is the more dominant one. Yeah, I mean, you're in a bad position anyway if you're in a joint ownership with a gal. Even if you've got the power in the relationship, that's still not a good position to have, to be in. But you may as well have no ownership. If you're in a joint ownership on paper, but your girl is more dominant than you, what do you mean his girl is more dominant than you? Let me explain something. I was at a man's flat and I was putting up a light. And obviously, lights require light bulbs. So his girl works from home. So she's sitting in the living room, got a massive living room in his flat. She's sitting in the living room. I'm putting up one of the lights, put up the other light. Now we need to get light bulbs. The guy forgot to get light bulbs. So his girl is really particular. So he was like, shit, should I get cool white or warm white? or daylight white. I'm an electrician and I still don't know what the fuck the difference is between cool white, warm white, and daylight white, yeah? So he was like, oh, what should I get? But these times this girl is on the phone. She's working from home. She's taking a business call. So he was like, oh, I don't know if I should get warm white or daylight white, for example. So he's like, you know what, I'm going to ask my girl. We had to sit there, yeah, because God forbid he makes this decision on his own and gets it wrong, because his girl's a sort of girl, I guarantee you, if he got daylight white, she would have said, why don't you get warm white? If he had got warm white, she would have said, why don't you get daylight white? Whatever he did, it would have been wrong, yeah? That's how his girl's manipulated, yeah? I can just tell by his girl's personality. So he had to sit there, holding his shit in his ass. We had to wait for 15 minutes because God forbid my man gets the wrong shade of white light. So we had to sit there for 15 minutes because my man was too scared to make a decision. That is him. The maddest thing is as well, he's paying for the light. He's paying for the lights. He bought the lights and he paid me to fit the lights. So what the fuck's it got to do with her? So anyway, we had to sit and wait. I can't remember what we got. What's the fuck? I mean, is there a real big difference between cool white and warm white? And I don't know. Anyway, and next time, you get me, I was fitting some lights and that, and there was quite a few boxes. So yeah, I had to, obviously lights come in boxes, so I had to open up the boxes and that. So there was bare boxes that needed taken down to the recycle bin. So there's me, there's him, there's a third man, yeah, and then there's her. So, like I said, there's quite a lot of boxes, but I know a good way to break down boxes. You get a standing knife and you just cut them up into smaller pieces and stack them, yeah? None of this crushing them with your feet. Cut the boxes up into flat pieces and stack them. But it was a lot, like I said, keep stressing the point. So anyway, we would have to have done a couple of trips down to the bin. This guy, yeah, who jointly owns this property with this gal, said, are you going to come and help us? She sat down on the sofa and she said, nah, I'm just going to sit here on the sofa. And I was thinking, no. You shouldn't be asking her. You should be fucking telling her. There's no, no. You shouldn't have asked her. You should say, come and help us. Now, end of story. It's the thing, when you don't have no authority, when you're not in the leadership position, a woman can tell you no. If I tell my girl, come and help me, if she says no, she's leaving that house that day. You can't tell me no. You can tell me no if you're willing to leave. If you're not willing to leave, then you can do what the fuck I say. Simple as that. And certain girls will watch this and think, yeah, I definitely want to date a man like that. We'll go and continue dating those broke guys that you need to go 50-50 with. So it's either you pick a man who's in a leadership position and you do what the fuck he says, and he's a responsible individual that you can put your life in his hands, but you have to submit. Or you can be in a 50-50, or you can run the relationship, but then that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to have to be running the relationship. You're going to have to be like his mom. So get down or lay down. It's as simple as that. I don't play about. I'm not having no woman tell me nothing. You can keep it moving. Right, 55 comments. So no man's been talking. What do you look for as annual yields when looking for a buy to let? To be fair, I'm not even really worried about the profit, you know, as long as it profits a tiny little bit, but because for me, it's all about a long-term investment. So I'm not looking to make no money off of it short-term. It's all about long-term. Like, yo, in 10 years' time, I've got all these assets. Now, man's making some serious money. So I'm not worried about making any short-term profit. ST says she wears the trousers. Yeah. Why does someone keep saying single and desperate? What are you trying to say, bro? Jay, do you think uni is that important, or are you just going to end up in debt at the end of it? Uni is important, man. Yeah, the problem is a lot of women want the perfect man, like all of them. Boy, they must be really looking in the wrong place, with, because the guys that I see these chicks with, I wouldn't even want to be friends with them. I would not want to be friends with them. It's so crazy, the selection process these women go through. Well, there's no selection process. If that's you selecting, I want to see what you don't select. I want to see, yeah, if that's what you select, I want to see, boy, what would happen if you didn't select a blood clot. All right, boom, let me put the kettle on to make another cup of tea. Do you buy properties in your name or limited company? I buy them in my name, but the last flat that I bought was in my limited company. Forgot to switch the fucking kettle on. I was thinking, why the hell is it not turning on? Do you ever feel lonely? No, listen, I am a lone wolf. I literally like my own space. There's certain people, yeah, if they was in a 3-bed house themselves, they would be constantly on the phone talking to people or texting. I don't want to fucking talk to nobody. People get on my nerves. I'm like literally the Omega Man. There's an old school film called The Omega Man. He's basically like the last man on earth. There's like some kind of humanoid creature things and that, yeah. But basically, the Omega Man's like the last man on earth. Yo, if they put me on planet Mars on my own, hey, listen, I'll be all right, you know. I don't care about having human interaction. I don't give a fuck. I really don't care. I like my own space. Obviously, on Christmas, like for Christmas, I went down to my mum's. But I would have gladly sat in this house on my own during Christmas. I've got things to do. There's never enough videos that I can't react to. There's still parts of my house that still need doing up and that. I don't get bored. I don't get lonely. I don't need human interaction. I don't need companionship. I'm sitting right next to the fridge, literally. I have to drink semi-skim milk because I don't know, man. I think I became like lactose over the last few years or something. But you know, it's not every time like I'll have full fat milk, I'll be lactose. But it did happen a few times. I was like, you know what, let me just start drinking semi-skim. And yeah, I've just been drinking it for the last couple of years now. Where do you currently reside? I mean, I'm still in that Northampton area, yeah, but I've moved. So I'm not at the same house no more. So that's why the kitchen looks a lot different. I ain't even got no blinds. I've got fucking cardboard at the window. That's a real ghetto. But yeah, I fitted this kitchen on my own. Yeah, brand new. A couple of the cupboards I left, like the base units, and just put new doors. But yeah, the rest of it I fitted myself. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right still. I mean, do you know what? Like, so this guy's asking, like, how did you fit it yourself? Like, yeah, I fit it myself. Like, blood, fitting the kitchen ain't that difficult. The hardest job, the hardest part about fitting a kitchen is cutting around the worktop for the sink and the hob. If you get it wrong, you fucked it up. So you need to measure 10 times, cut once. Don't measure once and cut 10 times because you only get one chance. If you fuck it up, that's it. But yeah, yeah, all a kitchen is boxes. That's it. A cupboard, yeah, that's a box. Yeah, the wall unit is a box. The base unit, that's a box. It's just boxes with doors. That's it. Just boxes with doors. Literally, like obviously I've got obviously you got to do a bit of plumbing and that. Obviously, I have to plumb in the tap and the washing machine and yeah, obviously the drainage pipes and that, the waste pipes for the sink and that. But yeah, it's not that hard. Have you gone broke before? Never. I've gone down to like £200-300, but that was like, you know, I've done that intentionally. What's your favorite Jamaican dish? Oh, curry goats come into mind, but I don't think it's curry goat. I mean, I feel like there's something else. I just can't think of it right now. Anyway, I'm gonna make my tea quickly. Be back in 1 minute. So yeah, I still need to get some blinds. So I'm gonna get. They call them. I think they're called day and night blinds. So they're gonna be black and white. And then like when you pull it, yeah, like it, yeah, it lets light through and it don't let light through basically. Only thing is, the extractor hood's not connected up yet. So it's fitted in place, but it's not connected up. I'm just waiting for the teeth to brew quickly. Try Somalian food. Nah, they're not there to make your tea. Nah. Did you use mortgages to buy a house? I mean, yeah. Obviously, I remortgaged one property and used some of that money to buy a property. But yeah, I don't own the properties in cash now. I wouldn't buy a house in cash anyway. Who's this person? Some girl's trying to fucking ruin my life. She's from Sierra Leone. How many properties do you need to retire? How many have I got now? I've got 4 rental properties at the moment. Probably maybe about 3 more, I'd say. Because there's not that much profit in them. It's because the interest rates are so fucking high at the moment, so there's not that much profit. But just because the interest rates are high and there's not that much profit, you should still invest. Because at some point the interest rates hopefully will go down lower. What do you think the universe is? I mean, you know, it's a place outside of the world. I don't think it's anything magical or anything. If you're thinking like that, it's nothing like that. What's the best way to buy a house in cash? I would never recommend buying a house in cash. Why are you going to spend 200 grand on buying a house in cash when you can go and put down 4 deposits on 4 properties that have the same value? No, it doesn't make no sense, man. So I would never recommend anyone buying a house in cash. How did you get into buying properties? I mean, I bought my first property and then I just started buying more. I've been looking at cars though lately. So I was thinking like, I'm not gonna buy an M6 or nothing, but I was just looking at them. The M6s are nice still. Nah. Not no car flipping business. Just to buy a car. A car to have. You like the BMW M4, yeah? Yeah, one of my cousins used to have that. Still. You would suit an A7, yeah, an all black A7. That's like a Batman's car. Yeah, you know what? I should look into getting an A7, you know, because they're long as well, got decent boot space and that. Yeah. A black A7. You might be onto something, you know. I never thought of that car. Obviously, man, see them and I respect them. Now, I'm not getting no RS7. To be fair, I wouldn't even get no M6 really. They're too expensive to run, man. That, man. And the tires as well. Like my motorbike, my back tire cost £200. One of my cousins had a C63 Mercedes, yeah? The old school C63 Mercedes, like the 2014 plate, one of them ones, not the ones that say C63 now, but it's actually a 4 liter. Nah, this one was a 6.2 liter, yeah? The back tire on my bike is £200. He said for one tire, it cost him like £200 for one tire. Fuck that bullshit, man. Obviously, man's got money, man. Like, I got money in that, but blood, I don't want to be spending that sort of money there on a car, man. And it will be the same thing for the M6 or the RS7. So I'm just thinking, like, do I really want to be spending that sort of money on these cars? Nah. Oh, respect. You lot are still in the chat on the live. Yeah, respect. Sorry, you know, that took a little bit longer than I thought. Actually, when I was standing over there, I was thinking like, yo, it's probably going to be like 5 people left. Oh, biscuits, huh? Boom. Back in business. But yeah, maybe, yeah, do you know what? The A7, that's, yeah, that car there would suit me. All black, especially with that spoiler at the back as well. Nice. Those M cars are ridiculous. You tap the accelerator and you're past national speed limit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Trust me. Yeah, you know what? Might have to look at an RS. Sorry, not an RS7. No, an A7. Yeah, black A7. I think they come 4 liters, isn't it? Yeah, Fox's biscuits. Fox's biscuits. Come on, man. This is a good point. This is a good question this person asks, yeah? So this individual, where's it gone? You know what? Someone said only Oreos. Do you know what? I bought a packet of Oreos today, you know? That's the first time in like 6 months. I didn't even end up eating them, but obviously they will get eaten. So this Mr. 098 said, do you think loneliness is a man-made problem? You need to change your language. You need to change your language about certain things. Loneliness is not a problem. Change the way you think about things. Change the way you say things. You're not lonely. You have a lot of free time. Yeah, you got to start thinking about things more positively. Loneliness, yeah, being alone is one of the greatest gifts ever. You are not distracted. You don't have some dumb friend that's trying to pressure you to go to the club. You don't have some dumb girlfriend that wants you to go here, go there. Let's go IKEA and walk around in circles like maniacs on a Saturday. The worst day to go to IKEA. You don't have a missus where you have to go to her house every other Sunday for a family stupid meal. Blood, you don't need to change your language and try and have more of a positive outlook on certain situations, you know. That, yeah, being lonely, that is a good thing. The reason why a lot of men are not successful, let me put the charger back in. The reason why a lot of men are not successful is not because they don't have the capability. They're so distracted because they got kids, they got misses, their mum is demanding, all of this bullshit. They got to take their son to football training and that, then their daughter go ballet and that. They ain't got no free time. So don't ever think, yeah, loneliness is a bad thing. It's good. But you just got to think about, you got to change the way you think about things. Press 1, yeah, if you've seen that little clip I've done about Marvelous Marvin Hagler, the boxer. Press 1 in the chat. And Kevin Samuels said this. He's going to back up the point I'm going to make. Kevin Samuels said, put yourself in jail. Now, he didn't mean go and commit crimes. No. But you need to isolate yourself. The only way, yeah, you're going to get some real shit done is if you isolate yourself. It's not with your girl next to you. It's not with your friend next to you. It's not with your brother next to you. Unless you're like Andrew and Tristan Tate, who both work on things themselves together. You need to put yourself in isolation. You don't have to, but I'm telling you, all these distractions and that, friends, clubs, family and that, they just take away and they suck your energy away, man. I need to be centered so that when I edit these videos, I'm in the center. So that's why I keep adjusting the screen. But yeah, man, it's being lonely. Loneliness, it is a fucking gift. You just have to look at it a certain way. How the hell are you supposed to do 16-hour, 14-hour days if you're with your friends the whole entire time? It doesn't make no sense. How important is no-fap? No-fap is a good discipline. That heater's getting hot now. Or I think it's me drinking a cup of tea. I've got remote control. Yeah. But yeah, man, you lot got to look at things in a positive light. Don't think, oh, I ain't got no friends or I ain't got no girlfriend. Oh, I have no distractions. So I have 100% of my time, obviously outside of work, to hone in on my craft. How the hell, yeah, are you supposed to do? How the hell would I make videos all the time and do live streams all the time if I had a girl by my side 24 hours a day? How am I going to edit them? You're going to be less productive because you're just going to be talking to someone else, and then obviously you have to find a balance in that. But I'm telling you, loneliness is a good thing, man. I said apply a card though. Oh man, how do I block this person by apply a card? I'm telling none of my followers where to get a delivery man job. I'll block this motherfucker. Someone's laughing. Nah, I'm joking. I don't block people. Nah, I'm messing. I don't block people. The only way I'd block someone is if they were spamming the chat. That's it. But you can come in the chat and diss me. I ain't gonna block you. The only time I'll block someone is if they're spamming the chat. That's it. I don't block no haters. A man can diss me. Yo, you can say what you want. You know, there's content creators, yeah? I've seen like they make some videos that, you know, opinions vary, let's say. And when I go into the comment section, they respond to everybody. How much time have you got in the day? Like, is your job really undemanding where you've got time? I mean, unless they're not working, to respond to all these comments. Like, they will have 100 comments and you can see their reply to all of them. I ain't got time to reply to all these people. You're lucky if you get a double tap like. You know, I can heart the comment and that. I ain't got time. One account or 5 or 6 accounts, however many accounts I've got, I ain't got time to be commenting and responding to everybody. And the only time I'll respond to a hater is if I can make content out of it. One guy, he tried diss me and he was like, you need to change the way you speak. Now, obviously, I responded to it. And some people were like, why are you even responding to this guy? If I can make a video out of it and make a good point, I will. It's not me clapping back. I don't care. But that guy came under the video, the response video, and said, you sound like a clone. When you speak, it doesn't flow. Now, I will make a proper video about this, but what this person doesn't understand is there's a way to be an orator. Now, everyone has their style. You can just talk like how you speak to people on the street or how you talk in normal conversation and that. I feel like my delivery is better when I kind of like bullet point when I speak. Not the whole entire time, but you know, definitely a lot of the time, a bullet point when I speak. Because I remember there was one chick that must have come underneath one of my videos. She's like, why do you talk in bullet points? It is very effective. And I'll tell you why. I'll give you an example. So you lot have heard about the time I got arrested for attempted murder, yeah? So if I speak normally, I'll say, yeah, me and my brethren, we were standing on top of my estate and a police van drove past, done a U-turn, came back and jumped out on us and we got arrested for attempted murder. That sounds so shit, as opposed to one of my brethren, he got stabbed up 19 times. So me and the man then went out and we looked for the youth, but we didn't find them. After I left my man then, I went to my estate. I'm chilling with some of my friends, 3 man up. We're standing at the top of my estate, chilling, dark. It's like midnight, booky times. We just start seeing some cars whizzing past. But like us, man, we're Edmonton, man. We know everybody. Well, at least we know everybody's face. So these cars look booky. So them man there decided to, you get me, arm themselves. Not to attack, but for their own defense. But obviously, if a man pull out, you're going to get attacked. So boom, we're chilling. I looked to my left and I just see bodies coming towards me. But I'm seeing like flashing lights. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I'm seeing 6 people running towards me from a distance, but I'm seeing flashing lights. The flashing light is from them running and their radio is the Motorola radio. Remember them old school Motorola radios that the police have? I mean, they probably still have them now. Anyway, as they're approaching from a distance, I'm talking like 100, 200 meters away, a police van whizzes past, 60 miles an hour, double the speed limit. It goes to the top of my estate, does a U-turn, and then turns back around, steaming towards us. As the 6 police officers pull up to us, the van's approached, they've hopped out, bam, slapped the cuffs on me and told me I was arrested for attempted murder. Tell me that weren't a better way of telling that story as opposed to the first version. So there's a way to be an orator and there's a way to speak. You got to learn how to deliver things. Even like, you know, like in school when you was learning English, they say, you know, you should use like 3-part lists or just use lists in general. So for example, there was one time I was talking to a chick that I know. She's 10 years older than me. So right now she's probably like 42. And I must have mentioned Kevin Samuels. And these times Kevin Samuels was alive. As soon as I mentioned Kevin Samuels, she was like, I can't stand Kevin Samuels. He just irks me. Every time I see his videos, I scroll off of the video. I don't want to see that guy. I don't want to hear that guy. I know why. Now, this is where you implement lists, and lists are very effective. So when I mentioned Kevin Samuels, she was like, I can't stand Kevin Samuels. Anytime I see his videos, I just click off and go on to another video. I can't stand him. He has no respect for women, black women at that. I know why this woman does not like Kevin Samuels. She's short, she's fat, she's ugly, she's over 40, she's a single mom. Of course, you're not going to like Kevin Samuels. So right then and there, I've just implemented a list. She's short, she's fat, she's ugly, she's a single mom, she's over 40 years old. Bam, 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 bam. That's how you talk. If I said, she doesn't like Kevin Samuels because she's short, she's fat, she's ugly. I mean, no, you got to learn how to deliver things. Yeah. So, but obviously this comes with practice. Everyone has their style. Some people, they can, you know, sound good just talking normally and that. And I know I probably would sound good just talking normally, but yeah, this is the style that I like to use. So that's the style I'm going to use. It's got nothing to do with talking in bullet points or being a clone. No. Kevin Samuels stuck it on everyone. Do you know what? A couple of times, like I've uploaded some of Kevin Samuels videos onto like my WhatsApp status, you know. And do you know what I was about to say? Only the elitist, yeah, only the real ones have my number so that they can see my WhatsApp. There's a bunch of fucking idiots that are just fortunate enough to know Jay Wise before he was Jay Wise. Yeah, you see a lot of people that I know, a lot of people that know me now, you only know me because you knew me back then. Yeah, even a lot of friends. There's a lot of people, you know, the only reason why I'm cool with them is because I knew them from when I was 13, 14, 15. I would never nominate this person now to be my friend. But because we're cool, I let you message me. I won't delete your number or block you. Anyway, a couple of times I've uploaded some of Kevin Samuels' content on my WhatsApp status. And like once or twice, people, well, 2, 3 times, people have said, like, can't stand Kevin Samuels, this, that, whatever, and that. Everybody that don't, 90% of people that don't like people like Kevin Samuels or Andrew Tate, it's because you're nothing like them. You are a loser. You have no success behind you. That's why the people them that have come that have said, like, you know, because you know you can comment underneath people's WhatsApp status and that. They're all broke people that talk against Kevin Samuels or talk against Andrew Tate. They're broke people. When I see that, this just confirms the reason why I don't talk to you. Because I resonate with them man there's message, because you get me, I look at them man there's, them man they are leaders and that. I don't look at this individual as, I don't even see this person as a peer. The only reason why you have my number is because I knew you from when I was 14 years old. The only reason why I know you is circumstantial. Jay, you invest in watches? Hell no. I'm missing no fucking watch. But yeah, there's a way to deliver content. Press 1 if you've seen that video where I was saying that women have superpowers. And I was approaching the girl from behind in my car, and she turned around and she looked at me. So I could have told that story like this. I was like, yeah, I was driving. Oh yeah, women have superpowers, and I was driving my car, and this girl turned back and looked at me straight in my eyes. As opposed to, I'm driving down the road, I'm doing 40 miles an hour. I just see this white girl. There was nothing special about her. Just dark hair, maybe brunette or black hair. Nothing special about her. No BBL, nothing. No Beyonce, hourglass figure, nothing. She was just walking her dog. I'm heading this direction, she's heading in that direction. I can see her from behind. As I'm driving, I'm just looking at her. Like I said, I don't know why. It's almost as like she could feel my energy. She just turned around and looked me dead in my eyes. Come on, man. Tell me that ain't a better way of, you know, conveying a story and that. You got to learn how to speak a certain way, man, if you want to do content. And you don't have to, but if you want to have your own unique style, then yeah, because there are content creators who have used my style. Someone sent me a video, was like, yo, this guy talks just like you. Come to find out, this guy follows me. Well, of course. That is good. That means I'm influencing the youths. But someone tagged me in the video like, yo, Jay, this person talks just like you. Gone on to the fucking person's profile, the guy follows me, but he watches my YouTube videos as well. He uploaded one of my videos to his Instagram story one time. But yeah, that's cool. You can take my flow. You can talk the way I talk. That's cool. For me, that is a good thing. That means I'm definitely influencing the youth. When I say something about my beard, Jay's got that sunnah beard. Come on, is that a Muslim? Is that a Muslim sort of thing? Shakespeare, Jay Wise. Do you know what? One of my friends told me you're like, he said, you're like Yoda. That's probably why I'm always wearing green. I mean, I'm a bit like Yoda. I'm on the short end of the scale. I wear green. I'm intelligent. I'm better looking than Yoda, hopefully. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. I'll take that as a compliment. Man say I'm like Yoda. Yeah, I'll take that as a compliment. I mean, I ain't sure. I'm 5'9". I ain't tall, but I ain't sure. But could be taller, you know what I'm saying? But like my dad, yeah, my mom said that my dad's like an inch taller than my stepdad, so then that would make him like 6 foot. So yeah, I don't know why I didn't hit 6 foot, but oh well. I'll stand on top of my money. I'll be like fucking 7 foot. So hopefully, when I have sons, they're nice. And to be fair, I wouldn't even really care if my sons are tall. I want them to be taller than me, but my sons don't need to be 6'8". I'm not stupid. Like certain men think that their life would be better if they were 6'3". Blood. Where on a mortgage application does it ask you for your height? And there's certain men think, oh, obviously, are there going to be girls that are going to turn me down because I'm not 6'3"? Of course. But yo, how many girls do you need in your life? How many baby moms do you need? You only need that 1, 9 or 10, you know. So, and there's a 9 or 10 that will date you if you're 5'6". I've seen one girl, one mixed race tick. She was decent. She was saying she was on a live stream. You know, like when they do the stupid split screen where there's like 5 people on a live. You'll never see me on that nonsense. She was saying to this light skin youth, he was saying, oh, something about being short, and that she was like, listen, my baby dad, you are taller than him. There's no one that's shorter than that guy. She was like, my baby dad is 5'5". And this is a mixed race thing that's hot. Yeah? She lives in a council house, but she's hot. Yeah, Jenny on the block. She could get man them, yeah, who are 7 foot if she really wanted to, but she still dated and got breeded up by a 5'5" guy. So I mean, you can still get girl. Obviously, if you're not 6 foot, there's certain girls ain't gonna look your way. Fam, there's plenty of girls that will still date you, fam, if you're 5'9" or 5'7". All my exes were taller than me. Yeah, but that's probably because you're on the short end of the scale. You see, shorter guys will always accept taller women because they probably feel like, oh, you know, this is the best I can do. And taller women, they don't mind dating shorter guys because tall guys don't want to date a tall woman. I have a friend that's like 6'3", 6'4", moaning that his missus is 5'9". Oh, she's too tall. I'm like, big man, she ain't too tall. Yeah, man, she wears the 6-inch heels and that. I mean, let's say she wears 5-inch heels or 6-inch heels. She's still the same height or an inch shorter than you. So what's the problem? Yeah, Dark Emperor, how tall are you? I didn't ask you for a description. Just say the number. Just pack the number. 5'7", 5'9", 5'10". Ever thought about leaving the UK and moving abroad? Do you know what? For some reason, I was thinking about Luxembourg today, you know. Or I was thinking about like, oh, I wonder what property development will be like in Switzerland. Because I know, like in those countries, like in Luxembourg or Switzerland, I'm guessing that, like, you know, the laws are not in favor of the fucking tenants. In England, the tenants have all the fucking rights. They don't have to pay, and you're gonna struggle to kick them out. Fuck. This Dark Emperor person really doesn't want to disclose his height. He's telling me all this different stuff. Not very tall. When I was in year 7, I used to love the year 11s, love long legs, ha ha ha, and all this nonsense. And that, bro, I never asked you about. Right. So is this person's name Kadir or something like that? In Switzerland, it's a renter's market. Hardly anyone owns. I used to live there. Okay. Yeah, do you know what? That's what Nadi was saying about Sweden, you know? Like, bare people just rent. So yeah, you never know. Might take a trip over to Switzerland. Not on no passport bros nonsense thing. Passport bros. You'd never see them passport bros in fucking Monaco or Dubai. Someone name some places that are similar to Monaco and Dubai. You man in the chat, put down some place, some locations that are similar to Monaco and Dubai, that are like upmarket for the rich people then, for the stunners. You will never see passport bros there. And the maddest thing is as well, yeah? So there was this black youth, he made some video. Someone press 1 in the chat if they've seen that video where the black youth in America was moaning about the girls in Poland. He's moaning and saying, in Poland, like, I thought the girls are gonna be easy. In Poland, you still need to have riz. You can't just turn up on a date and then smash them on the first date. You still need to talk to them and riz them up. I'm thinking, bro, what was she expecting? What do you think these girls are cyborgs, blood? And then the maddest thing is, yeah, they will see, this is why I'm telling you, these passport girls are fucking idiots. They will say, they want a woman with traditional values. You can't get women of traditional values in the UK, Canada, or America. So they want a woman with traditional values. So that's why they will go to Poland or Ukraine or fucking Hungary or whatever to look for women. But then they're trying to sleep with the woman and have a one-night stand. So hold on a minute. It's either you want a woman with traditional values or you don't. You're going over there to look for a woman with traditional values, but you're trying to do untraditional things. Make your fucking mind up. They're full of shit, blood. They just want to take their little £50, their little idiot 30k a year salary, their 40k a year salary, and go over there and try and be a king. That's why I don't rate them. Don't rate them. Now, if they generally was going over there to try and find a wife to bring back to their country, Canada, America, wherever and that, then okay. But they're not trying to do that. They're going over there and they're paying for women, or at least they're trying to get one night stands. So what the fuck are you talking about? Traditional values? Bullshit. Bullshit. You want to go over there to look for a woman with traditional values, but you're trying to do untraditional things. Make your fucking mind up. But yeah, that youth there's a chief still moaning about the women in Poland. Oh, you still have to riz them up. Fam, you man be watching too much porn, man. Blood, you gotta chat to these girls, man. Well, they watch too much dirty websites, or they're too used to paying. Do you know what it is? It's not even the dirty websites, it's the paying. It's the, we're here in the flesh, now let's do it. Listen, women are like a dimmer switch. You gotta warm them up. Yeah? You gotta warm, you ease into it. Women are not like men. Men are like light switches, on, off. Women are like a dimmer switch. You gotta gradually turn them on. What do they say? Women need a reason to sleep with a man just needs a place to sleep with a woman. And that is the realest truth. We don't need a reason to sleep with a woman. You're good looking enough? Okay, let's find a place. A woman, she needs a reason to sleep with you. That's the realest truth. Men are like light switches, women are like dimmer switches. Every now and then you can meet a chick and she's on it from the jump. But more than likely, you know, you get me run a little game on it. At least talk to her for a couple of days or something. So I'm saying you don't even need to do all these dates. You don't need to do all these dates, man. So many girls, blood. I've just chat to them. You might speak to them for a week or two. Not every day. and it's not on the phone, just texting and that. Maybe one phone call, maybe one video call on WhatsApp, whatever, and that. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. You don't need to be going out on these expensive dates, man. It's bullshit, man. What's your opinion on girl and boy friendships? Fam, I don't need no female friends. I can get enough female attention from my gal, my mom, and my little sister. That's all the females I need around me. And you as a man, you should be able to provide your girl with enough masculine energy and aura and that. Don't let her tell you, oh, that's my boy, that's my boy. I'm your boy. Yeah, I'm your boy. I'm your dog. That's my boy. Give you a boy lick. When's your next property, Jay? Soon, soon, soon. Stay tuned, stay tuned. Because like them man they're on the internet say, and they're right. When you have a female friend, you're gonna have to fulfill certain boyfriend duties. If you've got a female friend and someone steals her handbag, you're gonna have to go and duck the youth down if she's not on it. Whereas if a man steals your friend's phone and he's saying he's not on it, well then fuck it. If I'm not on it, then if my friend's not on it, then I'm not on it. The fuck? Why am I going and chase someone if my friend's not on it? The fuck, blood. But if my friend's on it, I'm on it. Yeah? Now, obviously, if someone comes up to my friend and punches my friend in the face, yeah, I'm gonna crash out. My friend don't need to be on it. But if someone snaps my friend, I mean, to be fair, on instinct, I'll run after a person. You understand? Let's say my brother just say, yo, Jay, I got mashed up by this youth or these youths. If he ain't willing to ride on them himself, why am I gonna go and ride for him? Yeah, fuck that. You know, if something happens at the time, that's different. But if my friend say, yo, Jay, this happened, these youths done this to me, if he ain't on it himself, when I see them, I'm not getting on to them. Why am I gonna back someone that don't back themselves? So I can end up 6 foot under or in the can whilst they're not on nothing and they're free. Fuck that, man. My friend's gotta be on it. Yeah, well, I ain't doing nothing, man. What did CS say? Press 1 if you know who CS is. CS is my favorite rapper. And one of his tracks, yeah, it's called Black Gang Hit Squad. It's not Billy the Kid. Killer Kai. What's the other guy's name? Fuck. I've listened to that track about 1,000 times. Killer Kai, one other you, and CS. And there's one part he said, I like it. It says, if Stig says he's on him, then CS is on him. Yeah. That's real. Yeah. So what he's saying is, press 1 if you know who Stiggs is. If Stig says he's on him, then CS is on him. So let's say if Stig says he's on Sneakball, then CS is on Sneakball, for example. So it's got to be. But yeah, don't back no one that don't back themselves. Don't back no one that don't back themselves, because you will end up dead. There was one video of one Romanian woman, probably in London. She got her phone. Yeah, it was in London. She got her phone snatched. She was like trying to tell the, I don't know, some black kid, go after him. Fuck that. Yo, sit your ass down, blood. Yeah, stay there. I'm not chasing. So hold on a minute. So some black you or whatever robs a Romanian woman for her phone, and you expect me to chase after this you? When if I chase after this you and I trip him up and he busts his head and he dies, that Romanian woman is not coming to my prison and visiting me. She's not putting no money on my books. She wouldn't even write to me. Let's say I chase after him and my man swipes me, yeah? She's not turning up to my funeral. She probably talks about people that look like me. You know, them people there. Fuck, blood, your phone got jacked. Your phone got jacked. I don't give a fuck, blood. I remember when I spoke about, that Chinese, I still need to do that video where I said I wouldn't back that Chinese woman, like, you know, one that was getting robbed for her money at the ATM. Someone come underneath, because I was talking about it in a live stream and I uploaded it onto TikTok. Someone's like, you don't defend people hoping that you get any reward from it. It's not about no reward. I just think to myself, would this person do it for me? Okay, fuck me then. Yeah? If my little sister was getting troubled by some little schoolgirls, would that Chinese woman get involved or think to herself, they're called black monkey children then? Yeah, fuck that, man. Fuck that. You think that Chinese woman, if my little sister's getting bullied or badded up by some other little black girls from a different school, you think that Chinese woman is going to get involved and defend my little sister? No way. She might leave the little black kids to their devices. Fuck that, man. Fuck that. I ain't defending nobody. Defending nobody. You got jacked, you got jacked. This same Chinese woman, her son probably wouldn't even back her. Man will stand around and say, someone call the police. This similar situation happened. So basically, on my mum's road, there's some flats. 2 on the ground, 2 on the first, 2 on the second floor. And there was one black chick. I think she's originally from Montserrat, but like maybe born over here. But her boyfriend was a yardie, yeah? He was a bit of a madman. For some reason, he had a problem with Turkish people. He just didn't like Turkish people. There was one Turkish youth. So this black girl used to live on the first floor. So I said there was ground floor, first and second. This black girl lived on the first floor, and there was this Turkish youth. He thought he was bad, but he was a pussy deep down. He's like one of them youths just walking around screwing and that. Bro, why are you screwing your neighbors, man? Fam. Anyway, the yardie man must have had a problem with him. Like I said, he just had a problem with Turkish people. I don't know what the fuck his problem was. He left a knife on this guy's doormat outside his flat door. Yeah, so you know you got your flat front door, number 6. He left a knife on the floor. The youth got shook and they moved. Fam, if a man leave a knife on my door, I'm not saying I'm gonna pick the knife up and go and dip him, but I'm gonna box him. Like, the Turkish youth lived in the flat with his missus and his daughter. Yo, a man's left a something there on your doorstep, bruv. He's threatening your family, and you're gonna bust out and move. That's how you know, man. A lot of men are not ready for war. A lot of men are even scared to fight. One of my neighbors was trying to run his mouth to me. Was it on Sunday? He called me a twat. I said, come say it to my face. I'll punch you in your face right now. He there tried to laugh it off. Blah, I'm not fucking laughing. To be fair, I would have crashed him, but they put a camera up there because of me. I got the whole road bammy. I literally knocked on one woman's door because someone left some rubbish at the side of my house, like an old baby gate. I knocked on one woman's door. She didn't expect me to come to her door, obviously. As soon as she answered the door, she screamed. I thought that was fucking funny, to be fair, because she didn't expect me to knock at her door and that. Anyway, this yardie man, he put the knife on this Turkish youth outside the Turkish youth's front door. The Turkish youth bust out. He thought he was a bad boy. I think it's because he's from Tottenham. He's either from Tottenham or Wood Green. He thought he was bad. He bust out. We'll see. But then this yardie man started bullying up some old Kurdish people that lived on the ground floor. These are old people that walk with walking sticks. He's bullying them. Now, the Kurdish people, they have a son that's able-bodied, 40 years old, let's say. So fit and healthy. Yeah? Man can get involved in a rumble and tumble, yeah? I wanted to defend these Kurdish people and tell the man like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? And if a man tried to talk back to me, then I'm gonna escalate the situation. Then I thought to myself, nah, why the fuck am I gonna defend these Kurdish people when their son is not willing to step? Why am I stepping? Why the fuck am I stepping when their son is not willing to step? If a man's not willing to defend his mum and dad who are elderly, why the fuck am I defending his mum and dad? Some people will say, oh, well, maybe he's not like that. Blood, for your mum and your dad, you best be like that. So you know what? I didn't even say no. I left it. I'm not getting involved because this same Kurdish people and that, if my mum and dad were getting bullied, which would not fucking happen, they wouldn't step in. So why the fuck, if they wouldn't, if a man's son wouldn't defend his mum and dad, why the fuck am I going to defend him? And on the flip side, they wouldn't defend my people. Fuck that. Why am I getting involved? Let them get bullied. I'm not getting involved because they're not coming to fucking Brixton prison to come visit me. They're not putting money on my. They couldn't even be bothered to go over to fucking the post office in Emma Green to send me a post. I ain't defending no one. Now, the only time I'll defend someone, and I wouldn't expect it back, like if I see a little child getting, you know what I'm saying, roughed up or something like that. But other than that, nah. You're an adult. Yeah. And the thing is, a lot of these civilians, they think they're tough, you know. Civilians are the worst people ever. Yo, a civilian will on sly think he's bad, you know. You will punch him in his face and he will ring the police. This is why I've got to be careful now, you know. I've had a few little situations over the last year and a half. I ain't even done nothing. I've just pushed a man. 2 occasions I've pushed guys, yeah, because they were talking a bit too much. Just push them. They phoned the police. I'm like, yo, I've been stabbed. And I ain't phoned the police. I ain't told the police. I remember when I got stabbed in Philip Lane bus garage, the police came into, obviously they came anyway, like to because obviously someone's got stabbed in there. When I was lying in the back of the ambulance, they said, oh, do you know who the boys are? I can't even remember if I said yes or no, but I definitely give no names, and no one definitely got nicked. Yeah, maybe I said yeah, maybe I don't know. But man, not snitching on nobody. Yeah, how the fuck am I gonna get them back if they were in prison? So why am I talking? Why am I telling the police? Oh, it was this person and that person. Nah. Man, I've called the police on me because I pushed them. I didn't push them and they fell over and split their head and milk was coming out. No, I just pushed the man in his chest. Know yourself, pussy. And a man has got on the phone. Please, I've just been pushed by somebody, my neighbor or whatever. Man, civilians are the worst. I've had to deal with civilians. The thing is, yeah, with a civilian, yeah, let's say you instigate the situation or they instigate the situation. Whatever. If you beat them up because they lost, they will phone the Jakes. If whether you instigate or they instigate, if they win that fight, they won't call the Jakes. But if you win that fight, they'll call the Jakes. I had a guy, right? I instigated it because I threw a hand sanitizer bottle at the guy's car. But this guy drove off, parked up, picked up his trousers and took off his sunglasses. I know what the fuck that means. My man tried, obviously I've got out of the car now. A guy's come up to me, BAM! Yo, I wish I had that on camera. Yo, that would be the highlight of my life, you know. Fuck all them videos like, yeah, showing everyone my 4 properties and that. Fuck pinning that to my profile. I'll pin that video. That best KO ever. You know the guy snitched on me, you know? Do you know why? Because he lost the fight. I guarantee you, if he beat me up, he wouldn't have snitched to the police. But because he lost that fight, that's his only way of winning. We'll see, man. Never, man, never tell on nobody. I've been rushed, I've been stabbed, everything. I even got rushed so badly one time, the police had to take me to my house, bro. That's how badly I got rushed. I don't tell the police who it was, nah. How am I going to get them back if they're in jail? Why do you throw the bottle at his car? He was just chatting shit. He didn't like the way I was driving, and he was beeping his horn and that. So yeah, threw a bottle at his car. That's the thing. You don't get out of your car and step and not be ready for the consequences. I don't know. Maybe because it's Northampton, people think that you can get out of your car and confront people. Yo, where I'm from, potentially you could lose your life. More than likely not. But what I'm saying is, you're gonna get moved to. You gotta be on it. This is the problem with people. This is why I can't stand Northampton. It's like they live in like some fake fantasy world, like some sheltered world where you think you can talk to people and call people names or swear at people and you won't get a punch in your face. I'm not even saying like London's not the jungle like that, but yo, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just different. In Northampton, people are really brave. You wouldn't get away with that in London, man. Yeah, maybe you can do that bullshit in Finchley or fucking Hampstead or something, bro. You can't do that on the ends, man. I've had Indian man that looked like he's part-time cab driver jump out of his car. I punched him in his face. He asked me, "Why did you punch me?" What the fuck did you think was gonna happen? You think you got out of your car first and I got out of my car to argue? Like, he asked, he had the audacity, "Why did you punch me?" Madman. Madman. People in this area, they'll beat their horn at you, you know. Beep! Blood. You could get moved to for doing that on the ends. Nah, if I beat my horn at people, even up here, I just beep, beep, yeah, just blood. I know, like, yo, you can't be beeping your horn at people like that. Beeping your horn at someone is like shouting or swearing at someone. And if you shout or swear at someone, fam, yeah, just be ready in it. Now, you're talking about punching up an uncle. Nah. The guy weren't old. He was probably like 38 or something. Yeah, you can hold her back. Yeah, you're 38. Yeah, you ain't exactly you got Alzheimer's. Yeah, you might have Alzheimer's after I bang you in it. Yeah, but you ain't got Alzheimer's yet. Yeah, you ain't that old. Yeah, 38. You can hold a punch. Yeah. No. Big up for the 99 pence. Someone said, why is he donating 99 pence? Why don't you donate some more? Yeah. At least he donated. Yeah. Why don't you donate something? But you want to try diss someone for donating 99p. What you donated, rude boy? Yeah. How about you donate £99 or even £2? Even one time, yeah. So I've got a motorbike mechanic in Northwest London. It's like where it is. It's not on ends. I don't know. It's near Harrow. I can't remember what the fuck the name of the place is. Kenton. Press 1 if you've heard of Kenton. It's in Northwest London. I only found out about that area because I went out there to drop my bike. So I must have, yeah, I can't remember. I had to go back up there to drop something off to the mechanic. So I had to go to his house. So I'm on the outskirts of Northwest London, this place called Kenton, which is basically near Harrow, yeah? So I'm driving down this quiet road, and there's this blacked out Jaguar E-Pace or F-Pace, so it's an SUV. It's tinted out. This person was driving a bit too slow. Yeah, they was probably looking for a house. Yeah, like they're looking for number 20, but the road is long, so they're looking at the numbers and starts the driving slow. I thought to beat my horn, but I was like, nah, you don't know who's in that car. Because certain man, when they're with their friends, they're brave. So 4-man might get you beeping your car. I ain't backing down. So you know, I'm not even gonna put myself in a position where I'm not gonna back down. I think it was just some woman in the car. But you don't know. Now, obviously, I could have just beep beep, you know what I mean? In it, like yo, but I'm not gonna be beeping my horn. I don't even beep my horn at people like that. But yo, you beep your horn at the wrong people, blood. But go down to Brixton and do that and see if you don't end up. Go Angel Town and do that, yeah, and see what happens. But you're beeping your horn at. Well, you will get mashed up for something so stupid, something so minor like beeping your horn. These lot around here, they don't know levels. They really don't. Thoughts on what happens after death? Nothing. The same thing as before you was born. Nothing. I know it's hard to contemplate. Like, yo, man's got consciousness right now. You're on this live stream watching me. I'm on this live stream talking to you. Where does that consciousness go once you're 6 foot under? It just disappears into thin air. But I'm telling you, there's no life after death. Thoughts on education? Education is the key to success. Obviously, you need to have ambition. You can be a fucking PhD, doctorate. You can know the encyclopedia back to front. If you ain't ambitious, you can get all the degrees and masters and PhDs you want. You will end up working in Tesco or McDonald's or just being on 40 grand for the next 10 years or the rest of your life. So you got to get educated, and you also have to have ambition. You know what? Ambition is more important than education. There's plenty of dumb people that have no GCSEs that are millionaires. And there's plenty of educated people that have an above average IQ who are just about able to afford their rent. I'm not going to say living in a council house, but maybe they're just about able to afford their rent. So ambition is the most important thing. If I had to pick one to be exceptional at, definitely ambitious over education, definitely. What do you think the purpose of life is? There is no purpose of life. You can make a purpose out of your life. I can make a purpose out of my life. But the purpose of life, there's no purpose of life. We just here and we just exist. Obviously, the purpose of life is to reproduce, yeah. But other than that, there's no purpose of life. You make your own purpose, but there's no purpose of life. Life just exists. That's it. What's the purpose of a lion? What's the purpose of a dolphin? What's the purpose of an ant? They have no purpose. They just exist. Someone said, why are you deleting comments? How can I delete comments? I haven't even touched the screen. What are you talking about? Man, they be making up stuff. Or why are you deleting comments? Has anyone seen me touch the screen within the last 2 minutes? Unless they're talking to someone else, because you ain't even seen me touch the screen in the last 2 minutes. I said I did. Jay, would you ever have kids? Of course. But listen, man's ready to drop some use, yeah? Who's going to inherit all my fortune? We're going to give it to fucking Enfield Council? No way. Oh, my bloodline needs to inherit my hard work. You're not ready for combat. Hey, test me. Anyone that don't think I'm ready for combat, if you see me in the street, test me. Test me. Don't even talk. Just start throwing punches. Test me. Because certain people will think, man's just a talker, man's just a talker. Ask anybody that's come across me on the street. They will tell you he's a serious man. If you got a problem with him, you're going to know about it. What age can you realistically retire if you start buying property at like 23? I mean, listen, as long as you know the way, yeah, you can retire in 5 years. It's possible. I'm sure that Ahmed Khan, built up a £3 million portfolio in 5 years. If he can, you can. You just gotta know the way. You just gotta know the way. Someone said Jay Wise is a black belt too. It's not even about that. I'm on this thing. It's not, forget my black belt. I'm not going around kicking nobody. I'm on this thing. It's not got nothing to do with, oh, man's a black belt. Nothing to do with that. You know how much people, because I made did I make a video about this? Yeah, I did make a video about people making threats online and that. And I just don't even, I really don't take them seriously. Like, after I finished the video, I forgot to say, like, yo, obviously, man's made videos talking about, yeah, Northampton this and pussy and all that. There's been people that come underneath the video, like, yo, you can't say that, whatever, we're trying to see you. Bro, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? There's that video, the classic video I made about Northampton. There was people coming underneath the comment section. This video is on YouTube, yeah? People come underneath the comment section, it's like, oh, come to this part of Northampton and say that. I live there, you fucking idiot. What are you talking about? Come to this part of Northampton. I live there. I run around that area. I walk around it. I drive around there. No one's doing nothing. No one's doing nothing. You might be able to try it if you're 4 man up. You ain't trying to ting on your own, fam. You ain't trying to ting if you're on your own, fam. Come to this part of Northampton and say that. I live there, you donut. I said, yeah, so I'm a black belt in Taekwondo, yeah. What age should you start taking life seriously? So someone wants to know, what age should you start taking life seriously? How about now? Today, years old. Not when you're 21, not when you're 25, not when you've had your first child, not when you're 30. Today, years old. That's when you need to start taking life seriously. So that's my advice. The longer you make a start in taking life seriously, the more time you're gonna waste doing nonsense, going on expensive holidays just because you're young. Fam, let me tell you something right now, yeah? When you're poor, when you're sleeping in a 1-bed council flat, when you can't afford to put your heating on, you're not gonna give a damn about those expensive holidays. When your life is going wrong, when you're in a bad position, when you're in some crazy predicament, you don't give a fuck about how much fun you was having when you was 22 years old in Ibiza with some blonde things from Newcastle that, you get me, just all they need is a few drinks in them and then they're ready for anything. When you're struggling, when you're in a bad position in life, you don't give a damn about that Ibiza holiday, that lads holiday when you was in Croatia. You don't give a damn about that bullshit. So just become rich and then enjoy yourself afterwards. I'm not saying that you can't go on one little holiday here and there and that, but like someone asked me, I don't know if it was a DM or a comment, was saying, oh man, what do you think about going on expensive holidays whilst you're young? I said, where you from? Wellingborough, blood. Respect me, man. I'm from Edmonton, man. About Wellingborough. Yeah, streets will never. What's the person's name? Is it streets will never forget, blood? I'm from Edmonton, man. Don't disrespect me. What advice would you give a young woman? Find a man who is worthy of having his children and be the best woman you can, so that he keeps you around. Because no one gives a fuck about. Look, if I have a daughter, I want her to be like a lawyer. I want her to be educated and that. But yeah, it's more important that you find the right man, because it's all well and good being a lawyer and being educated. If you find the wrong man and you get knocked up by some waste man and you're a single mom, well, then you're fucked. Then. Would you think about buying a house and convert to HMO? Yeah, do that. When you're old, you settle down. You're gonna have to rephrase that. What do you think about gays? Hey, don't make me start saying some stuff that's gonna get me kicked off of TikTok. So yeah, you do the maths. Is Nadia minimalistic like me? I mean, she's just normal. I mean, I ain't that bad as being like I ain't that bad like as a minimalist and that. It just I don't have a living room because I'm not here to chill. I'm here to work. I'll chill when I got my fucking mansion. Other than that, I'm working. That's it. I chill every day when I'm sleeping. That's my chill time. That's my rest. Man said you're very minimalistic if you're taping your handbrake. Now that's being a cheap ass. Don't worry, I'm gonna get the black A7 soon. You watch. Let me search it. Let me see how much these A7s go for. Let's go on Auto Trader. And how old do you think the car, like how old is too old? Like what's the minimum age? Someone put the minimum age that I search for when it comes to Audi A7. Because you don't want to get one that's like 10 years old to be a bit too old. Two 2018, 2019. Oh, man said Audi A7s are like 20K. Fuck, it's too much for me, man. Oh, that's why someone suggested it. You want me to waste my fucking money? Nah, they got one here. Oh shit. There's one here that's like 8 years old that has 88,000 on the clock. So yeah, that kind of adds up because they say 10,000 miles a year. Let's say 2018. Get a newer Golf. But I ain't getting no fucking Golf. Fuck that. I'd rather stick to Honda, man. No disrespect. I don't rate man that drive Golfs. I swear to God, I swear on my mom's life today. I saw this guy, yeah, in his Golf. And like he was getting something, so he was on foot. He was getting some stuff out of the car. The car was parked up on the side of the road. And this guy's like 40 years old. I'm like, this guy's kind of a bit of like a waste, man. Like, I can tell this guy's broke because he's one of them man that, you know, like he's got a Golf. It's probably like a GTI, so it's not like a R32. It's a GTI, but then he's doing a little custom bullshit to it. You know, like tinting out the rear brake lights and just dumb stuff like that. Bro, just get some fucking proper money and buy a proper car, man. Instead of doing all these little tinting and modification to a shit car, bro. Yeah, I don't respect no one that drives a fucking Golf. And that's trying to really do some stuff to it. Like, yo, if you're just using it as a like an A to B car, that's cool. But if you're like, yo, this is like, you get me, man's doing custom jobs to it. Oh, you're a joke, man. Get your fucking peas up, like. Now, me, I ain't gonna be doing no custom work to that shit Honda that I've got. That's to get me from A to B. Yeah, you're right, man. If you're looking at Audi A7, you're looking at 20 grand. And then, because I am not pulling out no 20 grand for no fucking car. But then, do I want to be doing finance? No. So I'm saying, yo, cars are for fucking rich people, man. They're for rich people and poor people. Rich people because they can truly afford it, and poor people because they want to look rich. Right, coming off in like 5-10 minutes, yeah? How much is your current Honda? What, in terms of what? Yeah, but you see with the HP, yeah, like the higher purchase or whatever, is there like a balloon payment you have to pay at the end? See, I don't even know how these things work. Hold on. Yeah, but I'm looking on this thing, yeah. So it's saying that the car price is basically 19 grand. You put down a 10% deposit, which is like basically almost 1900. It's 48 months, that's the term. The annual mileage is 10,000, and then the balance to finance is 16,800. You pay monthly 477. It doesn't say anything about no balloon payment. Hold on. Representative example, monthly payments 477. Yeah, it doesn't say nothing about no balloon payments, so I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like 20, if I've got 20 grand, blood, I'll look at this 20 grand and think, right, I can put that money towards a house that's gonna bring me back even a profit of £300 a month, as opposed to taking away, as opposed to costing me 300 or more a month. This doesn't make no sense to me, man. That's why I can't even bring myself to buy finance a fucking car, man. Not for them sort of money there anyway. I said slap 20k in crypto. Right, coming off in 5 minutes. Would you sell the Honda and hop on a bus all day? No. How am I gonna do my jobs for work? You think I'm gonna take the train down to fucking Edmonton? And that ain't no one straight journey as well, anyway. Like you have to. I think the train from Northampton goes down to like Euston or something, some dumb place like that. Oof. Right, let me see. This guy, there's someone that's entered the chat, entered the street called Sim Sandhu. He looks like fucking Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit. So the streets will never forget says that the train from Northampton goes to King's Cross. Okay. A crib or a house a crib or a house first at 20. Wherever you can afford. Do you like Myron? Yeah, he's cool, man. He's alright, man. He's alright. You don't know who Myron is, man. Myron's fucking the guy from Fresh and Fit, man. He's from Sudan. So this Sim Sandhu, what country are you from, big man? You look like you could be kind of Asian-y looking. So Obviously, that Myron Gaines, like he claims like he's from Sudan, but like it's kind of like Arab sort of. I said he's Punjabi, you know. You like Andrew Tate? Yeah, man. Andrew Tate's the GOAT, man. Do you know what Andrew Tate's looking to do? He's trying to start up a political party so that he can become Prime Minister of the UK. I mean, I don't think that's a bad idea, you know. Listen, from time Donald Trump can become President of the United States, why the fuck can't Andrew Tate become the Prime Minister of the UK? Because that was a big shock. Yeah, and the thing is, I think Andrew Tate would win. I think he would win. And so the thing is, the maddest thing is, yeah, if some people heard Andrew Tate talking about he wants to become the Prime Minister and that, people will be like, oh, no, he can't become Prime Minister and that. But yo, I think a lot of people would vote for him, you know. How do you become Prime Minister? You have to get votes. I think a lot of people would vote for him. I think, do you know what? Yeah, they should just do it as a trial, you know, just to fuck about. Put Andrew Tate in with all the other parties, Green Party, all the SNP, fucking Labour and Conservative and that Green Party and that, and just see if how much people would vote for Andrew Tate and that. I guarantee you, he probably would come up there, top 2, top G. Any advice on the 21-year-old with 20K saved? Just invest in that property, man. Think about who Nico Omilana didn't even come close to becoming mayor of London. I don't know who the fuck that is. Alternatives to property. Start a business. What business? I don't know. Because I don't have one. Listen, I can only teach you about things that I know about. Would you ever go Thailand? What the hell for? I ain't going to do it. What would I go Thailand for? I'm not interested in leaving the UK at the moment. Not for no damn holiday anyway. JY, don't have holidays. Do you smoke? You know what? Someone else asked me, do you bun weed? Nah, man. The reason why my eyes are like this because I have Chinese in me, man. Nah, man. I've got Chinese in me. That's why my eyes look like this. I mean, somebody's laughing. This is real talk. My great grandma was half Chinese. Her father came from Hong Kong as a fisherman. He went to Jamaica. In Jamaica, we have Chinese people, and we did have a lot of Chinese people back in the day. I'm only 8% Chinese. I've done the DNA test, and I know who my great grandma is. I met her. She was half Chinese, but she just looked Chinese. You could never even see any black in her. She literally just looked straight Chinese. She was very old as well. She was like 92 when she passed away. Are you Ghanaian? But I'm Jamaican, man. I love Jamaicans. Spell it properly, man. Jamaicans. Do you think university is worth it? Yeah, as long as you have ambition. Is locksmith a good trade to get into? Yeah. Locksmiths. Rip off kings, boy. Yo, if you're locked out your house, yeah, after hours, let's say midnight, £200, please, mate. I remember I had one painter and decorator. This was years ago. This is like 4 years ago or something, 5 years ago. He was doing some work in my house and I gave him a key that was a bit dodgy. He ended up snapping the key off in the door by accident. So anyway, luckily he was able to leave the property through the back door. So he was coming in and out through the back door. So yeah, I must have went to my house. So it's the other house that I used to live at like a couple of weeks ago. Obviously, this was like 4 or 5 years ago. So I went to the house and I called a locksmith because he snapped the key off in the lock. The guy charged me like £60. I swear this guy was there for 5 seconds. He just looked, saw the key head still in the key, in the lock, just got some, it looked like it was like a file or something. Boom, just pushed it through, £60, boom. Took him longer to just drive to the house. Probably took him longer to figure out what to do. Boom, £60. Big up around Raphael. I'm sure that guy's donated, left a super chat before. Yeah, man. I had another locksmith. Locksmith had to go to one of my flats because I think the key wasn't working or something. The girl couldn't get back in the flat. Yo, that guy charged me like 180 or something. Some mad money. Oh, that's it. The girl couldn't leave the flat because the key didn't work properly. So she was trapped in. So I went there. Obviously, I didn't have time to hang about. So I went there, withdrew £200 and posted the £200 through the door. And yeah, said, look, once the guy's done it, then just pay it. Yeah, I think it did cost me like £180 or something. Are all your properties buy to let? Well, apart from this one, yeah, the rest of them are buy to let, yeah. Right, 123 said they don't teach locksmithing in college. Something we buy private courses. Yeah. Coming off in 1 minute. Benefits of renting out flats compared to houses. I mean, obviously, a house, you can get more rooms out of it to rent. If you've got a 2-bed flat, then yeah, a 2-bed flat. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing, really. If you've got a 2-bed flat, then that's 2 bedrooms and a living room you can rent out. And if you've got a 2-bed house, yeah, that's 2 bedrooms and a living room you can rent out. There's no real advantages to renting out a house or a flat. It's more about, like, with flats, it's the service charge. That's a problem. Right, last few seconds. How many properties you planning on buying this year? I mean, for the moment, just one. That's it. You need 6 figs to actually get good returns in property. I think that's what you're trying to say. You don't need 6 figures, huh? So I'm gone. I've got work tomorrow. Yeah. All right, last 10, 15 seconds. Ooh. The only reason why I done the live stream today, because I was going to do the live stream yesterday, but if I'd done it yesterday, Then I'll go to bed too late, and I had to wake up this morning and go running. So I thought, nah, I'm gonna do the live stream on the evening of the day that I go running. So when I wake up tomorrow morning, I don't need to go running. Literally, I said to myself, so I went to bed last night. I don't know what time it was. I think like 12 o'clock. I was like, boom, right, 6 hours sleep. Yo, when the alarm, I said 6 hours sleep initially. And then before I went to bed, I was like, 6.5 hours. Next thing you know, the alarm's gone off. I'm like, yeah, 20 minutes, put a 20-minute timer. Bam, the alarm's gone off. I'm like, just 10 more minutes. Yeah. So I ended up probably sleeping for like, I don't know, 7.5 hours or something like that. Now, but the thing is, the reason why I had to somewhat get up a little bit early, because obviously I think I had quite a few morning jobs, which means I have to get there early. But they even got cancelled anyway. So anyway, man, I'm gone. Yeah, never do business with family, man. All right, till next time. Right, what time is it? 11:22. All right, YouTube man, then. I'm gone. Man said it's been 1 minute. Yeah. There are mortgage lenders that will let you do a buy to let with just the deposit. You need to speak to a mortgage broker. That's why it's useful to use mortgage brokers. Anyway, man, that's it. Done. Probably come back next week. Stay wise. Done now.